It's like 91% Rotten Tomato.
Okay, I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sorry. They gave Minions and Monsters a 97.
Have you seen Minions and Monsters?
No,
So
but
shut up.
little kids aren't going on IMDb or Rotten.
That's so true, dog. Okay, you're actually cooking so hard. Freaking 7-year-old little Jerry from Idaho is not going to see Minions and Monsters in the cinema, the local cinema, and then promptly logging onto Rotten Tomatoes, giving their review, going to Letterboxd and rating it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Real Friends. I am Cole.
And I'm Caleb, and we are in person, brother.
Grab your drink.
Can you believe this?
Let's dink. Cheers.
Let's dink. Oh my gosh. That was so glorious.
So good. This tastes way better than the one that was at the theater.
Thank you so much for being a real friend. We are here shooting our first ever in-person podcast. How do you feel?
I feel great. It's good to be here in Aubrey, Texas, in the big TX. Everything is better in Texas. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I'm just glad you're here. Cole lives all the way in Branson, Missouri. It's like a 6.5-hour drive. Came all the way here to watch Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yes, I did.
Together and review it on the pod in person. And that's what we're doing. That's the entire episode. We're reviewing Spider-Man Brand New Day. And we just got back from the theater literally 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
We just saw Spider-Man Brand New Day opening night with a whole group of friends. Literally, we had 12 people in our group.
Wow, there were that many people there?
Yeah.
I just learned that 2 people who were part of our party were there. I didn't even realize they were there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's how big the group was that he didn't even know some of the people were with us.
Crazy.
But we just watched Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now we're going to get into it. So, Cole, let's just jump into it with our scores. I want you to say yours first. I'll count you down. You say yours, and I'll say mine, okay?
Give me like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Because in the entire car ride home, where we weren't speaking to each other,
Yeah.
I was struggling to come up with an actual score.
And now you're still trying to think of
And
it.
I'm still trying to think of it. You go first.
I had mine locked in from probably 2/3 of the way through the movie.
Okay. I'm going to count you down. You go first.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
You agree?
No, I was just re-quoting you, but it was funnier to let you think for a second.
I thought you were also saying 8 out of 10. Okay.
I actually have my score.
All right.
I've been really hesitant about saying this.
All right. Give me your Brand New Day score in 3, 2, 1.
7.5.
7.5. Okay.
7.5.
I respect that rating.
It's really hard for me to say that because we both went into this expecting it to be the best Spider-Man movie we've seen. At least I went into it.
I expect it to be top 3.
Okay, that's true. You said that. You were like, I don't want to get my bar too high.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like, this has got to be the best Spider-Man movie we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And before we get into it, we're going to do non-spoilers, right?
Yes. Thank you. We're
Yes.
going to do non-spoilers, but we'll do that for a little bit, and then we will get into full spoilers,
Yeah.
but we'll let you know.
Yeah, I just needed to clarify that because we aren't fully acclimated to this world yet.
Yes.
And I don't want to screw it up for some of our viewers. So this is the non-spoiler segment of Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yes.
7.5, 8.
8.
I am really glad that you're not glazing this.
No, I thought about going lower,
Okay.
but
Since I did say 7.5, do you want to go any lower or do you want to stick to the 8?
I'm going to stick, but I reserve the right to change my score after
100%.
rewatch.
100%. And that's something that I like to do.
Yes.
I have a number, and then as we discuss it, I really take into consideration what you say.
For sure.
Or us just like diving deeper and
For sure.
unpacking.
Yeah.
And I'm totally fine giving
Yeah.
a score switch like I did
Yeah.
on Homecoming.
It's like The Odyssey. Like, I watched it, and I really enjoyed it, but I think I would like it more after a second watch because there's kind of a lot to unpack. And this movie's pretty long. It's 2.5 hours.
And I had to pee the entire time.
Yeah. So, there's kind of a lot to process in 2.5 hours. So I think a second viewing will help me to either like it more, like it less, or stay the same.
Yeah.
But okay, just tell me like general thoughts coming off of it. Like, what do you think about this movie?
I think the biggest problem that I had with it, and this is probably an expectations thing for me, was that I was super excited for a street level depressed Spider-Man. And I think that's exactly what it was. And it's not what I wanted.
It wasn't very fun to watch.
It was not fun to watch at all because you expect to want to live through it with him and be like, all right, I'm in his brain. I'm understanding why he's so sad and depressed.
Yeah.
But I think it leans into it too much.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be fun, and he's supposed to be making jokes with Ned.
Right.
Hanging out with Michelle Jones.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I really miss Zendaya. I haven't really cared for her in the Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's really pessimistic.
Mm-hmm.
But in this movie, I missed her because there were quips that she had, funny little moments, and it just shows the chemistry that all three of them have.
Totally.
And you miss that in this entire film. And that's probably the thing that hurt me the most.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I just felt like I felt a lot of things. Something that comes to mind is I thought this movie had some absolutely visually amazing aspects to it and some bad green screening. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, a few scenes I did notice that.
Some web swinging and different stuff like that I could really tell was green screen. And I think that comes from the fact that this movie started shooting only a year ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a little bit last minute. But there was also sequences that were like incredible. So I'm not saying like the visuals weren't great because most of it was, but it was green screening specifically. I just noticed a lot.
Wasn't there a critique about a scene in the trailer right before he puts his phone away and then he's like on the rooftop, puts his mask on, and it's right before that awesome shot of him in the mask, and everyone was saying that was green screen?
Yeah. That never bothered me personally.
Okay,
shot.
There were a few scenes like that, especially like the skyline that just looked really fake to me.
Yeah.
And that was one of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough to take me out of the movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm able to look past like the specs and I don't search for that stuff.
Right.
But it was pretty noticeable.
Yeah, there was a scene in the trailers of Peter swinging at night, and you fully see Tom Holland's face. And it was in the trailer, and I noticed it looked kind of rough in the trailer, and I thought like, oh, it's just not finished yet 'cause the movie's not done.
Yeah,
I thought it looked just as rough in the movie.
Yikes.
But again, that's not even like a major thing. That's just
100%.
the first thing that kind of comes to mind.
Totally.
I don't know, but this movie, I kind of felt like the main plot has to do with setting up the future of Marvel, maybe more than like telling a really great story. And I think it did tie into Peter's story, but it didn't tie in as organically as I would have liked. And I kind of just felt like this movie didn't need to be made. Like, I didn't feel like this was like,
shake my hand.
it didn't, not that they shouldn't have made a fourth Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But this story they chose to tell, I don't know, I just didn't connect with it that much.
It was pretty I know I said that the Vulture story was inconsequential, and it was inconsequential, but that was the whole point.
Yeah.
After our discussion, this one truly felt like 3 movies in, we developed Spider-Man. I'm ready to see him unleash.
Yeah.
And not a lot happened besides setting up like one very specific thing.
Right. And I will say this is like probably the slowest. And I don't even know, because again, I'm fresh off the movie, so I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing for me. But this is probably the slowest Spider-Man movie. Like, a big percentage of this movie is kind of just like sitting in scenes with characters, like talking and little things like that. There's action, but there's not like a ton of action. Yeah. That's okay with me. But again, it's a slower movie, and it's also it's definitely a more adult take on Spider-Man. Like, this isn't like teenage high school Peter Parker
building
and
the Death
friends.
Star with Ned.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like it's adult, you know. It's in the trailer, they go to this kind of frat party and they're drinking, and like everything about it just feels a little bit more adult.
Yeah.
Including like, I don't know, like it was funny, but it wasn't as funny as I would have liked, because Spider-Man should be really funny. And I don't know, I just felt like some of that felt just not supernatural either. Some of the humor, some of the dialogue I thought didn't feel like the most natural. And there were certain like characters in the movie I really liked, but they would kind of just leave by the wayside. Actually, a lot of the characters I noticed that were in this movie, and I don't want to say them specifically, there are multiple characters in this story that have a moment in the movie, and then the movie kind of just like leaves them, and there's a different character that's prominent in the story, and then it leaves them, and then it might come back to that one character, and leaves them. Then it comes back to the other character.
It's kind of like shuffling
Yes.
pieces around for the sake of the story
Yeah.
instead of trying to develop some actual characters and
Yeah.
relationships going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
for
a
sure.
really good take. I was trying to find a way to word that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because there was, I mean, in the trailer, there's a lot of things that we see.
Mhm.
Like, can we discuss things based off what we see in the trailer?
Yeah, that's not a spoiler.
Well,
It's in
you
the
know,
trailer.
we have Bruce Banner, we have
Right.
Hulk, we have Punisher.
Yeah.
And we have those ninja guys.
The hand, yeah. the hand.
And specifically, are you talking about Punisher and Hulk right now?
There are a couple of the ones I was thinking, yeah.
And like I'm picturing both of them coming in when the story needs them.
Totally, and then leaving.
Yeah, and just popping out, primarily Punisher.
Right.
And I like John Bernthal, but the Punisher's character felt kind of dumb.
Yeah.
It felt kind of
yeah.
dumb. Like there's some stuff that like he does in the movie that don't make any sense to me.
Don't make sense.
Like you might be talking about the same thing, but there's
Yeah.
something that happens in the end of the movie I just thought was ridiculous.
Yes.
Very ridiculous.
Yes.
That, like you said, is pushing forward something. Like it felt very forced.
Right.
Ugh.
Totally. It felt forced. And having watched a lot of the Marvel projects with the Punisher before this, it felt like they were trying to make him fit the Spider-Man vibe and mold, and like it felt like they were trying to make him goofy and
Yeah.
kiddie. And I get the appeal of that. He's so serious and angry and dark as a character. I get the like it's kind of funny to see him interacting with someone like Spider-Man
Yeah.
and kind of being in that world. But I think they did it too much, and sometimes he was stupid, sometimes he was too goofy. Like goofier than the Punisher would ever be. You can't convince me otherwise.
Is he not like that in any of the live action stuff?
He's the most dark, serious character
So he's not
you
cracking
can
jokes.
think of. No.
Okay, that's
No.
that's a horrible thing just to introduce out of nowhere because like they were memeing a lot.
They're
Go
memeing
home,
a lot.
Go home, Frank.
Yes.
And he just like go kick rocks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back home. Like
yeah.
yeah.
And I don't get me wrong, I'm down for Spider-Man memeing with him because that's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I expect the Punisher to act like the Punisher back.
It's
and
fair.
to me, that's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And they did a little bit of that, but then Punisher started getting into like jokey territory, and it did not work for me
Yeah,
at all.
That's so fair.
I didn't like that. I didn't think that was a good decision. I think this movie tried to take some really big swings. There's something really big in the third act that I can't talk about directly, but they take like a really massive swing, do something crazy, and they don't commit to it,
Yeah.
and they kind of undo things. And the movie just kind of ends on this note of like, why did this story truly need to happen?
Yeah.
You know, there's actually
100%.
two things I'm thinking of that are in the third act, and we'll get into them in spoilers. So if you've seen the movie, stick around. But there's two things that happen in the third act that I just felt like they were really full sending, and then they just kind of undid things.
Yeah.
And it just felt like they wanted to take big swings, but they didn't actually have the confidence to do it or didn't have a reason to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, I just don't really. I understand what they were going for, I think, with Peter's story.
Yeah.
Because you even see in the trailers that he's been alone for years, he's depressed, and he's trying to just kind of put himself into Spider-Man mode as much as he can, and not as much Peter Parker because no one even knows who he is anymore. But, and I see where they wanted to go with that and how they wanted his arc to go with that. But I think the execution of it was not how they were hoping.
Yeah. I think the central problem he was facing the entire movie within himself was really dumb and poorly executed. Live ranking, I'm bringing this down to a 7.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about this one
Yeah.
thing, and I just can't make it make sense in my head
Yeah.
on why we follow this entire plot point through the entire movie, and there was zero payoff.
Totally.
There was zero payoff on it.
Mhm.
I mean, do you have anything else to talk about in non-spoilers before we
Um,
get nitpicky?
I want to highlight just a couple things. I don't know if you saw any of the set videos for when they started production on this movie.
No, I don't know.
I need to show you them. They're sick because they did a lot of the swinging practically.
Oh, sick.
They rigged up this truck and had a stuntman in that Spider-Man suit swinging on these wires while the truck was driving down the street, and it literally looked like he was swinging in the air through buildings. Like,
Yeah.
so a lot of the swinging was done practically, and I really appreciate the fact that they did that because I think a lot of it looks really amazing and you really feel like you're kind of in the action. So I appreciate that. I really love how they shot and color graded this movie.
Yeah, color was really good.
Dude, it was such a step up from the past Spider-Man movies. Like, this just felt like they were in real locations for the most part.
Yeah.
And the sets were awesome, and the way they shot it, it just looked beautiful. Every frame of this movie was beautiful.
Yeah.
Pretty much, except for those green screen issues I kind of had. And then I'll highlight some acting. I mean, I think Tom Holland gives a great performance.
I think he and Zendaya and
Yes.
and Ned, all of them.
And Sadie Sink.
We're not allowed to talk about Sadie Sink.
Well, everyone knows she's in the movie. I'm just saying her performance was good.
Oh, okay. I guess we are talking about Sadie Sink. Sorry.
People know she's in the movie. People don't know who she's playing.
I forgot that it's been like it's huge like secret on who she's playing.
Yep.
So I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about her, but
Yeah.
I guess we could say her name.
You could say she did a good performance.
Sadie Sink was phenomenal.
Yes.
She may have had the best performance in the movie.
Yeah, she might have.
She cooked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe
We
these
can't-
words are coming out of my mouth, but Zendaya, she was so good.
Zendaya was great. She was the
was-
first person that came to my mind
she
about
was-
great acting.
She was like one of my favorite parts of the movie, and I think that's why the movie fell so flat for me. It's
Yeah.
because she was hardly bantering.
Yeah.
She's so pessimistic, but
Yeah.
she's so fun.
Yeah.
And the way that her and Ned and Peter, they all vibe on screen,
Yeah.
that is Spider-Man.
Yep.
Spider-Man's not one guy.
Yeah.
And this movie really shows you that he's not, because himself, he isn't
Right.
Spider-Man by himself. He's depressed and he hates himself.
Yeah. Totally. He's
So-
depressed and hates himself.
It's like, I understand what they were trying to do with
Yeah.
that aspect of the movie. Maybe they did too good of a job.
Yeah.
Maybe they did too good
No,
of a
I
job,
think
and
they
that's why
did.
I feel this way, because I feel like I missed out
Yeah.
on an entire Spider-Man story because we got this version of a Spider-Man story.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So
Yeah.
pop off. I'm gonna give them props.
Yeah.
They did what I wanted to before the movie came out, but I was wrong. I didn't want that at all.
Yeah, I think we thought we wanted this more than we actually did. I mean, we asked for like a depressed, sad Spider-Man
That's what we got.
because that is kind of a lot of what Spider-Man is, but that's what we got, and it's not actually that fun to watch.
No, it's
I don't know.
horrible. Spider-Man's
I-
probably like one of our favorite characters.
Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time.
I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, I had Spider-Man toys growing up. You know, that blanket behind Caleb right there.
Yeah,
I've had that blanket since I was a kid.
yeah.
I love Spider-Man.
Can I curl up in that blanket later?
I'm sorry, but no. I'm taking that to the couch with me.
No, I'll join you.
I guess Riley did get permission. Smiley Riley.
Yeah, so I think they all delivered just great performances.
Yeah.
Trying to think of anyone else I want to highlight. I don't know her name. Tina from The Bear. The-
that's who that was.
People don't know anything about her either. They're just that she's in the movie. But
Yeah, she's
she was good. She kind of acts like Tina from The Bear.
Yeah.
But I liked her in Spider-Man's dynamic in the
was,
movie.
That was great. That
Yeah.
dynamic was something I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
And I think that gives it a little more humanity.
Yeah.
That way he's not fully isolated.
Yeah.
Because when she was on screen and she was talking to him, I was like, thank God he's
Right.
communicating with someone.
Right.
That was a
Yeah.
big W right there. And it just shows that like someone like that, because they could still be homies.
Right. For sure. Yeah. And, you know, if I had to say anything else that's safe for the non-spoiler crowd, I don't know, man. I kind of just wish that they committed to whatever they wanted to do more. I wish that if they wanted to make like a really serious Spider-Man movie, I wish the tone was not also trying to strike that goofy fun.
Okay, fair.
I wish they would have committed to it, you know? But if they wanted to be fun, I wish they would have committed to that.
Yeah.
And I also feel like Zendaya, MJ, and Ned should have been either a lot more prominent or not in the movie at all, because
It's like
You-
they're teasing us.
yeah, you leave on this cliffhanger of they don't remember who he is, they move away. So you're like, okay, maybe the Spider-Man movie, like maybe they just won't be in it. And it's like you really go through what he's going through of feeling that like missing them, but they're far away. And then maybe later you come back to that and it's a little bit more rewarding. But they are in this movie, which everyone knows. But they're not in it like as much as they are in the past movies.
Yeah.
But they're also in it way more than just like one or two scenes at the same time.
That's true.
So I just wish they would have committed to something.
That's true. It
And
felt-
that's my biggest problem, I think, with this movie is I feel like there was multiple directions they wanted to go and they couldn't commit to anything. And it just felt like a hodgepodge, a little bit of like a direction, and it's a good movie. It's a Spider-Man movie. There's awesome Spider-Man moments.
Yeah.
There is awesome acting. There is all kinds of cool stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't feel like they committed to what they wanted to do. But I need to watch it again because
100%.
maybe something will connect with me that didn't connect with me this time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Should we go into spoilers?
Yeah, let's just get right into spoilers.
Bro, I want to spoil you.
You already did. Guys. For my birthday, Caleb set me up with the coolest thing. Because you know me. I love Tenet. I am the average Tenet enjoyer, right? Blue jeans, white shirt, loves talking about how complicated Tenet was, but it's cool. You just got to feel it.
Pretentious,
Yeah.
annoying.
Keep going. Tell me more about myself.
Thinks he's better than everyone.
Okay, maybe not that.
Pompous, film bro.
Film bro.
Purist.
Maybe it's because I've seen more Christopher Nolan movies than him, and he's projecting right now.
Yeah. That's kind of what you are.
Falls asleep in movies at home, can't finish Inception. However, bro, for my birthday, he was going to give it to me on the pod, but Riley wanted to see him give it to me, and I was like, let's just do it now. This is awesome. And right behind me, right here, is a little Funko Pop. And it says down here, Tenet Enjoyer.
Grab it.
Grab it?
Show the camera.
I forgot it was this easily in reach.
Show the camera.
And he's holding a record. He's also holding a cup of coffee in his right hand and the record in this hand. And he looks just like me.
It's Cole.
It's me.
I made Cole a custom Funko Pop of himself.
It's so sick. It's literally everything I am. He even got the part right. Not right now, actually, because my hair's kind of wonky.
It's a mess.
Bro screwed up on that one.
Looks awful.
Should have known. But it's me. And I'm the average Tenet enjoyer.
It's true.
So thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
My pleasure, dude. I'm glad you like it. I got Cole this. He's going to have it in his set at home. I have a custom pop of me that my friends made a while back. I need to bring it home from work, but I'm going to have it on my set going forward. So we're going to have both of us. And whenever we meet up together, our little pops will meet up.
We're going to have them. They're going to kiss.
And speaking of plastic objects that are new to the set, look at this popcorn bucket. I got the infamous, notorious Spider-Man popcorn bucket. Performative. This popcorn bucket is a meme if you don't know. I'm not going to say why, but just take a look at it. Might look a little sus.
It's freaking goofy, bro.
It is goofy.
Imagine at rolling up to the theater, ordering popcorn, and pouring that in there.
Yes.
Pulling this out of your backpack, and the straw comes out of the middle.
Right.
So you go into it, and then there's popcorn there. I just don't get it. I don't get how that makes any sense.
So just so everyone knows, okay, I'm going to show you. You take this off. This is your cup, okay? Okay, hold my mic.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
This is the cup. You put your nice little bevy in here. Spider-Man's wrist, right? Now, I put the hand back on the wrist, right? Like this.
This is ridiculous.
And then the web, this is the popcorn bucket. This is where your popcorn bucket goes. And then I have a straw that it came with. Straw goes through the popcorn bucket into the hand. And the straw comes out.
It's like double the length.
And you eat. Yes, the straw is like obscenely long. You eat your popcorn out of here while drinking your drink out of the hand. And that's how it works. But I think as a popcorn bucket that you'd actually use in the movie theater, it's completely ridiculous. As a collectible you put out, I think it's sick.
How much did you spend?
I think it was like $50.
Oh my God.
It's a little expensive. But I bought it for the set, guys. It's going to stay. And I think it's cool. I think it's cool. It's really big.
It's so goofy.
Let's get into spoilers for Spider-Man.
It's so goofy, bro. But you would buy it. Out of all the people I know, you would buy it.
I'm your average Spider-Man glazer, you know? But I'm not really glazing this movie. I wish I was.
Yeah, this actually gives me hope that you're not just like a Spider-Man diehard.
I don't blindly glaze Spider-Man just because he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, but
I what?
The Rise of Skywalker.
That has nothing to do with Spider-Man.
I know, but your takes are a little wild sometimes.
I have only great takes.
That is incorrect. However, let's get into spoilers.
Spoilers.
I think my biggest gripe that live on the podcast 5 minutes ago that lowered my score from a 7.5 to a 7.0 was the fact that even in the trailer, we're greeted with we're greeted with him losing his powers. And we don't really know what that looks like. He cocoons up, falls to the ground, and we're like, what is happening? Right? That's what the trailer kind of portrayed, right? Or did I
He doesn't lose his powers.
Well, that's what I was thinking in the trailer, that we were getting the Spider-Man 2 type thing.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
But turns out, no, he's like getting enhanced powers. And like this black-eyed version of him like starts to take over. And I don't think that was fleshed out at all.
I didn't even think about that till just now, but you're totally right.
That was like a central theme of the movie, that he needs to like let out some pent-up emotion that he's been suppressing.
Yep.
And that the fact that he's been in isolation so long, he's sad, he's lonely, and he's really just putting himself into work.
Yeah.
This is happening because of that. They say that in the movie.
Right.
What is the payoff for that at all?
There isn't.
Does he become more proficient with his main powers? He spends most of the movie trying to suppress it. He suppresses it, and then he ends up unleashing it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But why? What's the benefit of unleashing it at the end?
Right. Yeah. There's a scene where he like the mutation takes over and his eyes go black, and he like is fighting Scorpion and like slams Scorpion into a cop car with a cop in it, almost kills the cop by accident because his like rage took over.
Yeah.
And just let the instinct of the mutation take over. And then Tina from the Bear is all like, you took it too far. You need to go work on yourself, essentially.
Cool off.
And then he does. It just kind of actually just straight cuts to him at Bruce Banner's college.
Yeah.
To go like ask for help. But he kind of does go and work on himself. But we don't ever see any more scenes of those powers trying to like take over. We don't see him go back into like a rage.
Except for whenever Sadie Sink takes over
MJ?
Zendaya.
Yeah.
And he like
that's
grabs
true.
her forcefully. I think that's a pretty big deal.
But I don't even think he was in a rage. He was just like, where is she?
No, like the black eyes took over.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
The black eyes took over.
Okay, so it does it one more time, but still, you don't really get to the heart of it. Like,
And then it does it in the final scene with the ninjas.
yeah, but
that felt like a breakthrough. Like he
that
was learning to control it.
That was supposed to be like a breakthrough. Like he's choosing to be both Peter and Spider-Man.
That was not set up well.
It was not. It didn't work because like, okay, now that he's like embracing that he's Peter Parker, and now he's gonna remember the names of Tina's children. That now he's fully Peter Parker again, and he can control the rage. It's just like there's like 10 steps between that I think they're missing, and like
whenever the dude that he throws almost to the shrapnel, he's like, "No, I'm gonna be both," and he like barely misses killing him with the shrapnel.
Yeah.
That was probably supposed to hit really hard, but Peter Parker doesn't kill anyways.
right.
And it's not like he was going around killing anybody
Yeah.
when he was on his black
Yeah.
eye rampage.
Right.
So that didn't hit for me at all.
Yeah. The only thing is he like almost killed the cop, but that was completely by accident.
Yeah, and he
it would
felt
have been
horrible.
it would have been another thing if like he did go too far and maybe not kill someone, but try to kill someone.
Yeah.
But it was nothing. So then like him not killing that ninja at the end,
Yeah.
you're right. It
Didn't
wasn't
hit.
impactful because there was never a world he would have even considered killing them.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man don't kill.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't convince me he was gonna kill someone.
No.
So that just didn't land for me.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting here, I was like thinking, that's the worst part of the movie for me.
Yeah.
That entire plot line. He
Yeah.
goes to Bruce Banner to learn more about it. And he's like builds this inhibitor to stop it.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't fleshed out what he was gonna become.
Right.
Like, was he gonna evolve into a spider?
Totally.
Was he going to turn into this rampage of a person?
Right.
What were they trying to say
Great
he was
question.
gonna turn into?
Great question.
Because that's the theme of the trailer.
Yes.
What's
That
going
he's
on?
transforming into something.
Yeah.
And even in the movie, when he's looking at that video of that spider
Yes.
evolving, and it's
Yeah.
like supposed to be like a joke. It's gross.
Turn it off.
That was actually a good joke.
Yep.
But they're even in the movie kind of teasing what he's going to turn into. They never even get close to reaching that point because he just embraces whatever the evolution is. The only evolution I really understand is that it made his webs go from like being clean to like messy, and now he doesn't have web shooters.
Yeah.
So that's the big evolution. He just has like Tobey Maguire's wrist webs now.
I also have a huge problem with that because from what we know, right, Spider-Man makes his own webs. So for them to naturally behave exactly the way his web shooters do, to like be able to swing him around and stuff, that felt really dumb to me that they just worked almost identically because they still worked the same way.
Yeah.
It's like I get what you're saying about how they sprayed differently, but once he learned to control them,
Yeah.
he was swinging like normal. They were almost identical to his web shooter. So like, did his body just like somehow be like, oh, these web shooters are how he does it?
Yeah.
Let's magically recreate them exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe that's me getting too into the sauce. Like,
Right.
okay, that one's probably not a huge nitpick, but that one bothered me.
Yeah.
But
I feel that.
That entire arc just felt extremely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And maybe they were setting him up to be stronger.
Yeah.
Because his sensory was all over the place.
Right.
And that's cool because that really highlights that he's even more powerful than we know.
But
right?
They didn't really tap into that either.
No, they didn't. He had a moment of, I can hear everything on Earth, and then never again.
Right.
So lots of setups for a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Should we talk about the Jean Grey of it all?
Yeah, so Jean Grey.
Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
Yeah, if you're watching this with spoilers, you know.
The worst kept secret in any movie recently is that Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey in this movie. This was like, dude, from the moment she was cast, people were like, oh, she's Jean Grey. She has red hair. And they were right.
Yeah.
Like, I remember early on after the casting news, she did some interview where she was like, hair color can change. Maybe I'm a different character. She was Jean Grey. And like, even in the trailers, okay, this actually leads to a big conversation that I want to talk about. Marvel has officially taken it too far with secrecy. Marvel, I am done with
He's
you
done.
guys.
Watch out, guys. Caleb's done.
I'm done.
Elwood is done.
And this is not normal for me to say. I am done with having the need that everything has to be a secret.
Wow.
That everything has to be so tightly under wrap that your actors, any interview they do, the whole joke is, oh, the snipers are going to get me if I say anything about the movie. No. How about talk about the movie?
That's
How
just
about
Tom Holland.
It's all of them, bro. It's every movie. It's like, oh, I can't say anything about the movie, haha, and it's like a joke. It's not freaking funny, dude. They decided to keep Jean Grey a secret in the marketing. But the trailers show red-haired Sadie Sink mind-controlling people. It's freaking obvious she's Jean Grey.
Wait, that was in the trailer? Red-haired? She was in the trailer?
She was in the trailer with her hood on, but everyone knows she has red hair. And then she's doing those waves of powers that you see in the movie, that refracted light.
Yeah.
That's in the trailer of her controlling people. And it's like, everyone's like, Jean Grey. She's wearing a yellow hood. Yellow is Jean Grey's color. Yellow and green.
So why hide that plot point?
Why hide it?
If it's probably because they want it to be a buzz conversation.
But it's not.
It's not. It's kind of annoying.
Dude, and then the reveal was just like her name on a screen. Do you remember that? It was just like Jean Grey.
Yeah, you freaked out in the theater.
Yeah, and I thought about it more, and I was like, it was just like, why didn't they just say it? Because it wasn't that crazy.
They're showing the villain on screen in the trailer. Why not just pull that hood down?
Yeah.
Who cares who's acting?
Right.
Yeah, I get the point you're making.
Stupid. That being said, I don't really get why they made Jean Grey the villain of this movie. I actually liked her storyline.
Yeah.
But I think it belonged in a different movie.
Interesting.
Why is this Spider-Man movie that is the sequel to No Way Home, and it's supposed to be this like huge step for Spider-Man in his life, because now no one remembers him and we are supposed to watch him go on this journey. It's just a freaking X-Men commercial. The new generation of Marvel is going to be X-Men after Secret Wars. That's going to be their big push. And to put Jean Grey as the main villain of this movie, where damage control's got her, and the real bad guy is an X-Men villain. The guy who plays Milkshake.
Oh, Milkshake?
Yeah. That's his whole thing, is like he's gonna try and like bring down the mutants and like hunt them.
Yeah.
That's his story in the comics. And he's the villain of the Spider-Man movie going after an X-Man.
Yeah. My thought, I hear what you're saying, 100% agree. I think the best part of her character was seeing her backstory, because a lot of the times there's like this push in movies where you sympathize with the villain because everyone's good now. Look at Wicked. Wicked 2, Wicked for Good.
Never seen it.
I haven't either. But they're trying to make the Wicked Witch good. They're trying to make you feel bad for her. And this movie, you're like, you can understand why she's so tormented, and I like that.
Yeah.
I really like her character. Sister
Yeah.
was taken away from her.
Mhm.
She doesn't know where she is, and then you're like rooting against her the whole movie, and then
Right.
you learn why. That's
Right.
some organic storytelling.
Right.
I love the way it was revealed that she
Right.
wasn't the bad guy. I think what you're saying, and I think the reason she was in this movie was because she directly parallels Peter Parker. They're both alone. And I feel like if they would have teamed up and made that more of a priority earlier in the movie, it would have made more sense.
Yeah. But
they waited till the end because they're both alone and sad and they need each other a lot.
right. They could have named her a different character and done the same exact
And that's
thing.
true. And that's true.
And Sadie Sink could have played her and it would have been just as great. You could have made Sadie Sink a different character and done the same story.
Yeah, that's true.
And-
Why did it have to be an X-Men is what you're saying?
Yes, and the fact that, like you said, they realize at the end that they need each other.
Yeah.
What are we gonna get? We're not gonna get like a team up movie, and I don't think Spider-Man's gonna be a prominent character in X-Men. So like, what does that really mean?
That's true. I liked that they bonded though.
I liked
felt
it.
so organic and like the chemistry between them, like they
Yeah.
knew all each other had in this world.
Yeah,
I liked that though.
I
You're
don't
saying it was
know.
in the wrong movie.
It just felt random to me.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I hear you about that point, and I can't refute that point. All I'm saying is I really like the chemistry they had, and I would have liked to see it more on screen. But also, you're so right about this setting up a whole different thing
Yeah,
when this was all supposed to be about Spider-Man, not about
Yeah.
Jean Grey.
yeah. It just to me, it felt like this movie was gonna be just like unattached from like the other stories. It felt like it was gonna be a street level Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
And then it was like it was a big setup for Marvel.
yeah,
And I would have I think I just would have liked it to be more disconnected. And then like the Yelena scene, I didn't like that scene. I did not like that scene.
yeah. I thought it was really stupid that she was in it. It's like it's always fun to see another MCU character
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But it was kind of goofy that they were just chilling in a hot tub.
Yes, it was goofy and it didn't hit.
It didn't hit.
It didn't strike that funniness that it was trying to strike to me.
But we also wanted a movie isolated from everything else.
Right.
And we had a Thunderbolts scene. We had a Hulk scene. We had... Who else did we have? Am I blanking on?
It was really connected. I mean, Punisher, like it was very connected.
Scorpion was like...
He's a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, he was not too much. He was in it, I think, enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Thunderbolt scene kind of made no sense.
Which, I mean, if we're being honest, that was set up for Doomsday. Because, oh, you haven't finished Thunderbolts. I won't spoil it, but
Yeah, I need to watch.
but-
Caleb was about to fall asleep when we were watching it the other night.
it's true.
So I should have seen it by now, but I'm blaming him for not being able to see it.
That's fair. No, she's going to be in Doomsday, and they're setting up what the Avengers are going to be, I think. And I actually don't have a problem if it was like a small cameo. And it's like, it makes sense. Like, of course, he would kind of have a contact with the Avengers.
Yeah.
But I just thought the scene was so weird because instead of him going to like their headquarters or her showing up somewhere where he was, it's like, come to my office. And it's like a hot tub where she's just like naked in a tub.
Maybe they were trying to keep it quirky because Thunderbolts are quirky, but it was too much.
It didn't hit though.
Yeah.
It didn't hit like a dozen Thunderbolts. Like to me, I just didn't find it funny.
But also, who says that Peter Parker or that Spider-Man isn't an Avenger?
Exactly.
Like, he is an Avenger, they just don't know who he is, which is also something that's really confusing to me. Like, he is an Avenger.
Yeah.
When the snap happened, he disappeared and then came back. But
Yeah.
he's still an Avenger. Why are we saying he's not an Avenger? Is this something I'm missing?
That's a great point. He's an Avenger, and then No Way Home happens, and I guess he's just not anymore.
Like, that's something I just thought of.
Well, I think
They don't know who he is, but they know that Spider-Man is, like, on the radar doing stuff, and he's an Avenger. Why isn't he, like, seen as an Avenger?
the problem is that the Avengers aren't really a thing anymore since Endgame. They kind of fell apart, and part of the plot of Captain America and Thunderbolts is trying to. That's like an active plot element. Is they're trying to build up the Avengers again.
But why not bring Spidey in?
Right. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to, but it's like they didn't explain that at all. We don't know. He's just doing his own thing, and then I kind of got what they were doing when she was like, you just handle the street level. We're the Avengers. I kind of get it because they think they're bigger than they are,
Yeah.
the Thunderbolts, and I kind of get that.
Yeah, but Spider-Man literally went to space.
Yes.
I didn't like that. I was like,
Yeah.
you're not street level anymore. You fought Thanos.
Yeah.
You're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You have claimed your stake
Yeah.
in this universe.
For sure.
You're not just a street level boy
Yeah.
anymore.
But I think that was the point. You'll see it when you see Thunderbolts more, but they're kind of stupid like that.
Okay.
And I saw what they were going for, but again, I didn't think it hit. I didn't think that scene hit. I thought it was weird. I felt like it was kind of shoehorned in.
Fair enough.
And yeah, I think the fan base wanted a very contained, street level Spider-Man movie that really focused on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I think they just overly connected it to the MCU.
Exactly what we did not want.
Hulk, Punisher, Jean Grey. Am I missing anyone? Yelena. Like all of these connections to the MCU
Yeah.
when this was supposed to just be a street level thing.
I thought it was kind of fun when they were doing the montage in the beginning.
Yeah.
The TV on the radio, I was geeking out. I'm like, ooh, give me some good TV on the radio. That song during the montage, love that song. But there was one villain I thought was really stupid. The guy with the teeth.
Tombstone?
Is that Tombstone?
With the white hair?
Is that how he's supposed to look? Do I just not know?
Yeah, he looks in the comments.
I didn't like the CGI.
Tombstone, the guy with the white hair?
The guy that he had shot up on the wall.
Shot up on the wall?
Yeah, he was like attached to the wall during the montage. He was one of the villains that he caught in the montage.
The one that ran into the brick wall?
Yeah, maybe.
Ramrod?
He has funny looking teeth.
Bro, are you on freaking drugs, bro?
He was like in the montage.
What
How many villains were in the montage?
Like 6.
Then he was one of them.
What do you look like?
He looked jacked up. He looked so goofy.
White hair.
Yes, maybe white hair.
Maybe. Did he have white hair?
White hair, sure.
You guess?
He had white hair. Is that Tombstone?
Yes.
I don't know him.
I thought he looked goofy too.
I thought he looked like really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it at all. I
Yeah.
think they could have made him look better. It kind of took me out of the montage.
I agree. I think they could have leaned into that montage a little more. I don't know. It just didn't hit.
It kind of speed ran a lot of things
Yeah.
that I wish we could have seen more. And
Yeah.
the time jump kind of happened a little too quick for me in that montage.
Yeah.
Because off to be a freshman, off to be a sophomore. All right, we're graduating.
Yeah.
Wow. Peter is almost exactly the same as he was in the beginning of the montage.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of development, I don't
Yeah.
think. You know what I mean?
Totally. I thought Ned should have been in the movie more.
Yeah.
Or less.
Okay.
Like I said earlier.
Right?
Same thing with Zendaya. But specifically Ned, there's like a lot more Zendaya than Ned.
Yeah.
And then the only scene that Ned gets is like real, like the only like, I don't know, not the only scene he gets. He gets like the stuff at the beginning at the party.
When he's getting that Budweiser.
Yeah. But then the only like real stuff he gets with Peter is when Peter comes and builds Legos with him, which I liked that.
One of the best scenes.
One of the best scenes in the movie.
Loved it.
But this was another thing that was set up that wasn't followed through with is she says, you should tell Ned.
Yeah.
He's ready. And he's like, I know. And then other things happen in the movie. We never get back to it. And then Peter later sees Ned at the shop. Remember at the end?
Yeah. I was pissed.
And I thought, okay, he's going to tell him now that he used to know him, that they used to be best friends, everything to kind of resolve the setup for that. Doesn't. And then Ned, they do the handshake and Ned remembers him.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That was a
That-
fire.
That was a cool moment, but brother, again, they couldn't commit, bro. Because if you're gonna have them like from the power of love, remember who Spider-Man is?
I don't think he remembered. I think that was muscle memory.
No.
No.
He
that
says
was-
no. He says like Peter. Peter.
He remembered the name from whenever they were at the apartment together when Zendaya calls him Peter. That wasn't him remembering. That was him remembering that this guy's Spider-Man because Zendaya called him Peter when he jumped out the window. He said, "Stay safe, Peter."
I don't think so.
That was what it was.
I don't think so.
100%.
No.
No, that's what it was.
I
That
don't
was
think
about
so.
The power of love.
I don't think so. I think he remembered him.
No, I do not.
They set it up like he remembered
They
him.
did not set that up.
Why would they end the movie on him just recognizing
Why
him from
would
the
they end
apartment?
movie like they did? That's a great question.
They clearly set it up with the handshake.
No, the handshake was muscle memory.
You're telling me
That was muscle memory.
no, you're being a dumb,
No,
bro.
that was
You're
muscle-
telling me that Zendaya, MJ, whenever Peter is,
Michelle Jones.
she reads the letter, and then Peter is pouring his heart out about how much he loves her, how hard it was to be away from her, and when she says, "I don't remember you, I don't remember any of that,
Yeah.
I don't love you," she did all of that. So not any of that could make the love of his life remember anything at all.
Yes.
But then the freaking handshake, if Ned can remember that, then MJ could remember
It was muscle
that stuff.
memory. That
No,
was
that
muscle
doesn't make any
memory. Yes,
sense.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
That was muscle memory.
No.
Yeah. We're not gonna agree on this thing. That was muscle memory.
He remembered him at the end.
He remembered the name Peter because he's been hunting for Spider-Man, who he really is. That was not a realization.
He remembered him.
We are gonna have to hit the floor. I do not agree at all.
No, it's. I don't think it's a theory, bro. That
It is a theory.
I literally walked away from the movie and I was like, wait. So Ned, the spell's broken on Ned.
It's not broken. And the only reason I would even consider thinking it is because of his connection to Doctor Strange.
That's the only way I could like that. Don't get me wrong. If that is the case and he does remember him, I don't like that. I think that's a bad move.
That he remembers him?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it because I want that to be the case.
I don't think so.
Dude, I fully took away from the theater that he remembers Spider-Man. And I was like, so you're telling me Ned's going to remember him, but MJ's not.
Comment down below which one of us you think is right, because I am struggling to believe that after all Bro did to get MJ back, she didn't remember, but the power of Bro is going to bring them back.
That's
together.
my point, though. It's dumb writing.
But I don't think that's what they were going for.
I do. I
think the
fully
popular
do.
circles Here, we're not going to agree on this one.
Here's another thing I don't like, bro. Here's another thing.
You sure you don't want to drop your rating a little bit? I'm giving you a chance. From an
Here's another thing. They freaking get this close to killing Spider-Man.
hot take alert, hot take alert, hot take alert.
They should have killed
I
him.
didn't want it to happen, but I was fully prepared to be fine with it.
I thought they were going to kill him in this movie and bring him back in Avengers because that's been a theory online, and I think that's in the comics that he dies for a little bit and comes back in Secret Wars.
What?
Yeah.
Is Secret Wars a comic line that I don't know about? I just thought
Chat.
I just
Chat.
didn't think they'd be
Chat.
arbitrarily naming this.
Bro just said a Secret Wars a comic he doesn't know about. Secret Wars is
I'm not the MCU guy. What do you expect
Secret
from
Wars
me?
is a huge comic
Great.
that had multiple runs. Like they did it and then they did it again.
What does that mean? It has multiple runs.
They did a version of Secret Wars in the 80s or 90s, and they did another one in like 2015.
So they did it twice.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were going to say like they did like 5 times in a row.
No. So
I'm the
Secret
average
Wars,
tenant enjoyer here. I don't understand this Marvel stuff.
that's true. Secret Wars is it's a comic run, and that's what Avengers Secret Wars is based on.
So is there a Doomsday comic line I don't know about?
It's called Time Runs Out. But they're calling it Doomsday for
Is in
this.
the Infinity Saga comic line?
Infinity Gauntlet instead of Infinity War.
That's the name of the comic line?
Infinity
That's
Gauntlet.
kind of cool.
It's pretty tough, actually.
All right. Don't say tough. We're not that dumb.
Anyways, so I'm not an expert, but apparently there's a run where he dies, Spider-Man dies, and he comes back in Secret Wars. So that's been a theory online that was going to happen. Then when he gets shot and bleeds out, I thought he's dead. They're going to bring him back in Secret Wars. And at least that's a swing that they would commit to, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then it kind of slowly goes from him bleeding out to the hospital,
Being alive.
laying there, and then it cuts to a vigil for Spider-Man. And that news is talking about it, and I'm like, he's dead. Like, wow, he's dead. They did it.
Nope.
And then they're like, Spider-Man's in critical condition. And I was like,
You're like, yeah, he's not dying.
he's not dying.
Yeah.
And then, dude, and then you see Jean Grey doing some like mind thing on him, and then he just wakes up.
Yeah.
And then Punisher's like, I'm so sorry I shot you.
I want to kiss you.
Yeah.
You're my baby boy.
Bro. Freaking pisses me
That's so
off.
out of character.
Pisses me off.
How about him shooting Jean Grey somehow through the force field, somehow getting a golden shot on him, and
then Spider-Man's spider sense isn't enough to avoid the bullet for both
it was
of them.
cool though that he was able to hear it. I did like that, and that he sacrificed himself for her.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. That's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was saving her, showing her that not everyone's evil, that
Yeah.
she's got a friend in him.
Yeah.
But how stupid is it that bro was up there able to make that shot anyways with no
Right.
clear visual? He
Right.
doesn't have superpowers.
Yeah.
He's just a vigilante.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
That was dumb. He just shoots, and I get it. The Punisher is supposed to be like the most insane sniper, shooter, combat guy. I get it. But to shoot through a force field, through that window perfectly, I don't know. And then just for Peter, I get that he sacrificed himself, but also he could have avoided it. And
Yeah.
that just felt silly.
So dumb.
And again, they didn't commit to it. We don't even get like a 10-minute period where maybe he's dead. It's literally goes from, oh, he got shot, he's bleeding out. Oh, he's alive, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And I wish they committed to it more. And then it's like kind of just goofy. Everything is all good. Haha.
Low key, I was expecting more Zendaya in the ending.
Yeah.
And
That's another thing.
And the way they were setting up the movie, right, was that she was gonna come around or something.
She was going to remember.
That she was gonna remember. I don't know. And like you said, if there was not a lot of Zendaya and Ned, I don't need a lot of Zendaya and Ned. But since they gave us a lot of Zendaya and Ned, I wanted a lot of Zendaya and Ned.
Just commit to something.
And in the ending, we see the postcard or the photo of them right next, like playing with Legos. Best scene in the movie. She's nowhere to be found. That was really sad.
Yeah.
Really sad.
Well, they also set up, I don't know if you caught this, she's messing with this necklace.
I saw that. What was that?
So he gave her that necklace in Far From Home.
Sweet.
So it's like, and then she wore it in No Way Home. So it's like, been in all the movies, right?
Was she sitting on that same roof at the end of the movie?
Yeah, she's at the school, high school.
Bruh.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
were they trying to do with that?
That's what I'm
I thought
saying.
he was going to spawn there.
They're acting, me too, and they were acting like she was gonna remember. Even after the whole scene where she's like, "I don't love you," but also drive me home with your web swinging.
Dude, that's so awkward.
But they do a shot of her face while they're swinging, and she kind of it parallels when he was swinging her when they were together.
Maybe that's
and
why she
makes
invited
this
him up.
face, and I'm like, she's starting to remember. And then she invites him up, and it's like, okay. And then it's the Lego scene, and that's nice. And then it cuts later to she's playing with this necklace, and she's like, huh. And then even when Jean Grey's freezing them, she has a tear going down her
Yeah,
eye.
what was that?
What was that?
What was that?
I think they're just trying to show off her acting or something.
Yo, hot take alert.
Let me hear it.
Live update. 6'5".
6'5".
I'm sorry. I feel like I've been too nice because it's Spider-Man. I really want to like this movie.
Wow.
6'5".
Cole just dropped his Spider-Man brand new day ranking down to his 6.5.
I'm sorry, but everything we're talking about here are
Wow.
more reasons why I'm getting frustrated. Are you
Wow.
Are you sure you don't want a live update? No one's gonna be mad.
I don't know.
You're allowed to live update.
I gotta think about it.
I love live
Maybe
updating.
at the end of the conversation if I truly feel like I need to.
Okay, but that when she was crying, it's like, yo, did she have a moment? All right, later we're going off to the next episode.
Yep. I thought because Jean Grey was controlling them, that maybe she was getting in her mind
Yo, that's what I was thinking.
and restoring her memories or
Yes,
something.
I thought it was a memory thing.
But that was she was just crying just because. But they didn't show anyone else crying when they were frozen, which is, again, it just tricks the
I'm
viewer.
actually getting kind of pissed off right now.
Me too. Me too.
You sure you don't want a live update?
I will wait till the end if
Sorry,
I deem
bro.
it worthy.
I'm
I
just
deem it worthy.
baffled that you're still at a 7.5 or 8. What was it?
8.
Psycho.
But then again, then she's playing with that necklace. She's on the Midtown High roof. And how does she even remember that that's where they would hang out? Right?
Maybe her and Ned did that in the canon.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll give you that.
That would make sense.
You're right. They did hang out there and she would remember
But
that.
why would they show it?
Right. Why would they show it? They were setting up her starting to gain that memory back. And then all we get after he gets shot is we see that she dropped off the pictures she drew at the hospital.
How'd she get in?
Have no idea. Maybe she gave it to freaking Punisher and he put it in there.
Okay, that's fair.
That is probably what
That's
happened.
fair.
But that's it. We don't get an ending resolution to that at all. And then again, I still believe Ned remembers. And I'm not saying that because I like it. I just think that's what happened.
I don't think so, but let's discuss on the next episode after we do some research. Not saying
Yeah.
the internet's going to be correct, but
Yeah.
if there's enough consensus on this, I think one of us can lay it to bed.
Yeah. They brought Marissa Tomei back. They brought Aunt May back for that in the mine scene.
I thought that was kind of dumb.
I just didn't think it hit that hard.
It didn't hit. I thought it was going to be some kind of like sinister memory that he was hiding, and that Jean Grey was getting into his head about it. That's kind of like what it was setting up. I felt like in the first act, and it just turned out to be this like really like wholesome message that didn't really have a whole lot of importance. It just felt like we could have lived without that scene.
I agree. It was cool that they brought her back because that wasn't like announced, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
but it didn't hit, and I don't know. Like I just think a lot of what they were going for, they didn't really go for it right.
Yeah.
And maybe this movie was rushed. Like I said, they didn't start production until last summer, and it's out now.
Is that unheard of or like not smart?
That's not super common.
Okay. It's Spider-Man, bro.
Spider-Man, take your time with it.
They should be putting more thought into this stuff.
Yeah, especially when it's been this long since the last movie was 2021. They've had 5 years to cook on this.
Wow.
But I've heard the director talk about how originally this movie was supposed to come out after Doomsday.
Oh.
And he said that once Doomsday got delayed, it changed a lot of the story. And they were happy about it because they didn't want to have to do it after Doomsday.
Yeah.
But now, that makes me wonder, was this version of the story late in the pre-production writing time? Was it rushed?
Yeah.
Felt kind of rushed.
It felt very rushed.
Yeah. So very, very weird vibes. And then let's talk about the post-credit scene. If you even want to call it that.
The Spidey tracker.
Spidey tracker. So
one, why not more post-credit scenes?
Yes.
We've been waiting for this stuff. Spider-Man. Nobody hates Spider-Man.
No.
Find me someone who doesn't like Spider-Man. I will let them punch me in the face.
Bro, I will say that I don't love Spider-Man so I can punch you in the face.
Okay, cool.
Give us 100 subscribers and I'll punch Cole in the face.
Fine, I'll commit.
I 100% agree. I've been thinking about this the past couple of days. No other character brings people together the way Spider-Man does.
Facts.
I was able to get together 12 of my friends who like normally wouldn't even really care, and they were all freaking pumped for this movie. Some of my friends had like t-shirts made, they had this shirt made, and they care, but not like they do for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Even the scene outside like when they were having the vigil for him, and like that little kid was going, Spider-Man. Chills.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Spider-Man because, like Stan Lee says, everyone has a little bit of Spider-Man in them. And nothing hits more than thinking about that and seeing it visually on screen. That's why I'm like, I don't want to give it a 6.5.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I wanted to start with.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it because I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's my guy.
Right.
And
Me too.
having it fall short like this has been so hard. Like, I feel hurt that I was so let down.
Yeah.
Because I love him so much.
Yeah.
He brings people together.
Right.
Superman does that too, but I don't think at the level of Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Superman actually isn't as big of a character now as I think people think he is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Who's talking about the David Cornswell movie besides hardcore fans?
Well, I mean, it's been out. It's not really a big focal point. I feel like I haven't talked about Spider-Man a lot until this movie.
I think people talk more about Spider-Man than they do, though. Like, I think people... Who was even talking about it after it came out?
Superman?
Like, besides hardcore fans.
I mean, I was. I guess not. We didn't have podcasts yet.
But again, like, all those friends that we had at the theater, none of them, most of them aren't hardcore movie fans.
Okay, fair.
I bet none of them watch Superman.
I guess when you think about comics and stuff, Marvel will always be bigger. Just when people think about comics, like people think of MCU, people think of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever thought about a Superman comic. So
yeah,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. Fair point.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think I agree with you. Like, Spider-Man is the GOAT, and Spider-Man deserves a well thought out story.
No delays.
No delays. It deserves not to serve as an X-Men setup.
Yeah.
And that, to me, is one of my biggest problems. Again, my favorite scene in the movie could potentially be the Sadie Sink flashback sister scene, or it's high up there. But take that, put it in a different movie, or just change her name to something else, and it could have been something really good.
Yeah, why did it have to be Jean Grey? We were talking about this on the way home. Okay, Riley was talking about this on the way
Yeah.
home because me and Caleb, after the movie, I said, "Are we allowed to talk?" He said, "No." I
No.
said, "This is gonna be a really awkward car ride home."
Yeah, we save it for the
And
pod.
then we said, "All right, Riley, what's your monologue?" She's like, "So was that Jean Grey from X-Men?" Yeah. Well, like she looked completely different. Well, and I had like a brain moment. Why are they like bringing back members of the X-Men that are canonical and then recasting Sadie Sink as a different character? Like what's
Oh.
I'm confused.
Like how they're bringing back the OGs in Doomsday?
yeah, but like in theory, right? Jean Grey is an OG X-Men.
Yes.
So why not bring her back? Why are they recasting, giving her a whole new story if we're bringing that universe into it? Like, is Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman, gonna be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Jean Grey?"
And it's Sadie Sinks and she's like 12.
They have no memories together. If this is truly a different Jean Grey, that's stupid to me.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but that Wolverine's from a different universe. There is no Hugh Jackman Wolverine in the MCU.
This is my problem with the MCU.
What?
All these universes and crap. I can't keep anything straight.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Shut up.
You can keep the 3 different generations of Spider-Man straight. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and then this.
Yeah,
like,
but they weren't all like in a universe thing until No Way Home.
Oh.
Now we're combining
Multiverse thing, you mean? They were in a multiverse thing.
We are combining the Fantastic Four universe with the X-Men universe with the MCU universe.
Right.
And we have 2 characters from the X-Men universe coming into the MCU, but one of them is being rebooted and the other one is just coming through a portal somehow.
Yeah.
Make that make sense to me. That's not a skill issue.
It's not one. It's like 6 X-Men are coming back in Doomsday.
I don't care. You get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Make that make sense. Riley
Yeah.
had a really good point in the car, and I wish we
Yes.
had talked about it more because it's so interesting.
I think what she was saying makes sense for not like a hardcore fan.
Which is the most people
Which
that
is-
are going to be seeing this movie.
Right.
I'm not a hardcore fan.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Right.
It's pissing me off.
Right. It's like, okay, if you're not a hardcore fan who follows this stuff closely like I do, because for me, I understand it all and it makes sense.
Dude,
That's
you're so cool.
my problem isn't that I don't get it, because I'm not a
Dude,
retard.
he's so cool.
'Cause I'm not a
You're
retard.
so cool. Drink some of your soda. You
like
haven't touched
like
it in a while.
I understand the difference between the old generation of Fox X-Men and the new MCU era that's coming on. I'm not saying that's a brag. I'm saying I only know that because I'm a hardcore fan who follows it. But not everyone's going to be that way, right?
Exactly.
So, and I'm agreeing with you that it's a lot, right? And the thing with Doomsday and the thing with the MCU right now is I understand doing the multiverse thing. I understand that they've set all this up and they have to conclude it, and they don't want to leave things open-ended, and they've done so much multiverse stuff. They set out to make a big multiverse thing. They're going to do it. You didn't have to bring back the old X-Men. I think they're being a little bit self-indulgent
Because they have the rights now.
because they have the rights. Those are some big-name actors, and I can appreciate them wanting to like give them a satisfying conclusion the way they did like Toby and Andrew in No Way Home. I can appreciate that. But you're doing it at the same time you're trying to set up your own X-Men, a new young generation of X-Men like Jean Grey in this movie, and we have a confirmed X-Men MCU reboot coming in the next few years with Jake Schreier directing. So this is already like 100% happening, right? For the average fan like Riley, she's going to be confused why we're having James Marsden as Cyclops, right? And other characters in Doomsday, but then like 2 years later, we're going to get an X-Men movie with like a 20-year-old playing Cyclops, completely different character, and everyone is going to be like, what the frick?
Yeah.
So-
I'm confused, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So I understand that. And again, that goes back to what I'm saying. Why did we need this to be an X-Men setup?
Yeah.
We didn't need to be.
And I think the moral of what we're both saying is this movie probably didn't need to get made.
It didn't. At
Like
least
this version of the movie.
this version of the movie.
Yeah, I would have loved a different Spider-Man story.
Right.
But I'm not part of the MCU, so it's not my job to write that.
It just felt like it wasn't focused.
Yeah, I just wasn't focused. Like, we got Punisher, like I like the montage at the beginning. I thought it was cool, kind of setting up all that stuff, showing some stuff going down.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see some more stuff going on that just wasn't part of another big corporation being bad. I'm tired of the corporation being bad storylines.
You know what? I'm just kind of like, you know what's clicking in my head right now? The whole Bruce Banner thing.
Was really dumb.
The whole point of it was literally for him to like answer one question about the inhibitor chip, and he does. Them actually making him transform into Hulk, it was completely fan service, and it was unsatisfying. It was supposed to be a big deal in this movie that they brought back not like just the smart Hulk, but the Rage Hulk.
Yeah.
Because people missed that and thought it was dumb that he was just like the smart version in Endgame, which I thought was kind of dumb too. So it was like supposed to be this big return of the Rage Hulk, but then it was like fun, but it wasn't like anything like insanely crazy. And then like he's just able to like talk him down really easily. And I think if I remember correctly, Hulk looks in the reflection of himself, and that makes him want to like transform. But like if you think about the psyche of Hulk, Hulk doesn't feel guilty for being Hulk.
Yeah.
Right? Like Hulk's not going to see himself and be like, I shouldn't be Hulk right now. Hulk's like, no, I don't want to be Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner is like, I don't want to be Hulk, right?
Yeah.
So why is Hulk looking at the reflection of himself, feeling this shame and transforming back to Bruce Banner?
That was pretty dumb.
That was pretty dumb. That didn't make any sense.
And then like he falls off the building and then he's done.
Falls off the building. We don't see the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And really, I think they just put the Hulk scene in there just to sell tickets and sell toys. We walked Walmart earlier. How many Hulk masks and Hulk gloves were there?
There was a lot of Hulk merch. We couldn't even find Spider-Man merch.
And here's the thing. In the original Home trilogy, they had a big MCU character in each one, right?
Yeah.
The first one was Tony Stark, which I have no problem with.
Yeah.
Second one was Nick Fury. That was whatever.
Yeah.
Third one was Doctor Strange, right? But then you establish that we're going to a new era, right? And Spider-Man doesn't have to have the crutch of some major Avenger being in this movie. He is the major Avenger in this movie.
Yep.
He's Spider-Man. He's more popular than any of these freaking characters they're bringing in. Spider-Man and Nick Fury, come on. We're here for Spider-Man, right?
Facts.
So, why can't we be past having to have a major Avenger in every Spider-Man movie? Why do we bring the Hulk? You only did it to sell toys. We didn't need this.
Yeah, his character was extremely pointless, and there was like zero payoff for him being in the movie at all, especially since the inhibitor chip was kind of just used as a plot device to chill out Sadie Sink.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that was the entire purpose. They set up the chip for himself
Yeah.
only to be used on bad guys.
Yes.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. I do want to touch on this post-credit scene.
Oh, yeah.
So we get the Spidey tracker thing shows up, and it's trying to locate Spider-Man. And then it shows the little dots, and that he's not on this world, but he's off somewhere in the universe. It doesn't say where. Cuts to black and says Spider-Man will return. I thought it was going to say Spider-Man will return in Avengers Doomsday or in Avengers Secret Wars, something. It just says Spider-Man will return.
They're being vague on purpose.
They're being vague. This goes back to what I was saying about
Stop
keeping.
being secretive.
Yes, Marvel. Enough, dude. Stop being so secretive. If you're going to tease Spider-Man will return and show he's off-world, tell us when he's going to return.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know. Like, I don't want to be in limbo for the next year or two if he's not going to be back till Secret Wars, right? Where in the universe is he? Like, I know Spider-Man's going to return.
Yeah.
Who thought Spider-Man wasn't going to return,
That's
brother?
so true.
Who thought Spider-Man wasn't going to return?
I didn't think we were going to get that.
Yeah.
It's so obvious
Yes.
that bro's not going anywhere.
Right. And then you build this thing with the post-credit scenes for the whole MCU where that's going to be like giving us something like satisfying at the end of the movie, setting up the future, right? I would have loved for this movie to be fully focused on this story and a post-credit scene that sets up the future, right?
Yeah.
But instead, you give us a very unfocused Spider-Man story, and then you gave us a post-credit scene, and it was super vague in a classic Marvel fashion. And now I have to watch everyone speculate on when Spider-Man will return for freaking 4 months until Doomsday, in which he may not even be in it, and then I have to watch for another year.
Yeah, and I'm a little confused on what that scene was trying to portray anyways. Like, is that 5 minutes after the movie ends, like
Right.
they're hanging out, they do their little dap up, and then bam, he checks the Ned tracker or the Spidey tracker, and then there's
Yeah.
like, is there another Spider-Man? Like I
Right.
was thinking Venom. I was thinking of
Right.
like a symbiote
Yeah.
type deal going on, or maybe
For what?
that was Spider-Man. I don't see the practicality in the Spidey tracker because one, the Spidey tracker only works because people are posting photos of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What is the point of showing it in space? You're not in space with the Spidey tracker.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a good point. He doesn't. It's not like there's a tracking device in the suit.
No, it's literally, hey, I just saw Spider-Man, bam, and it's an algorithm putting it all in the Spidey tracker. So what is the point of the Spidey tracker?
Bro.
Is Guardians of the Galaxy up there, like on their phones?
Bro.
You know what I mean?
Posting it on Reels.
Yeah.
Bro, that was the biggest. That was like the biggest bar you've dropped this whole thing, in my opinion, bro. Was that? That's so true.
Bro, I don't get
Even even if the scene is unsatisfying,
Yeah.
logically it didn't even make sense. You're so right. How is that Spider Tracker logging Spider-Man out in the universe,
That was
bro?
my only thought during the scene. I'm like, it has to be like them saying Venom's coming in or a multiverse. I don't know.
Wow.
I can't make sense out of what that scene's trying to say.
Wow. Are we a victim of our expectations, or was this movie actually this bad? I think it was actually this bad.
Well, I don't think we're victims because you definitely didn't expect a lot. You expected top 3. I expected top 1, and I'm very disappointed. And the trailer just sold me. It sold me, and I got Spider-Man nostalgia. When we were walking around looking for toys, bro, I was flashing back, you know?
Yeah.
Grandma's house, playing with my little Spider-Man car with the little web bullets,
Yeah.
and then a little toy that I would play with, the action figure.
Yeah.
Freaking love Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah.
I almost lost that blanket. I was tweaking.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've lost that blanket twice in my life.
Yeah.
One time I lost it in my parents' house, 17, and I was freaking out.
Yeah.
I was genuinely getting worked up about it.
Yeah.
I would cry a lot, and I was freaking out. And then I lost it in the luggage.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I get nothing from that bag except for the blanket, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And I hold it in a very special place, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So for it to be this mid
Yeah.
hurts.
It does.
No Way Home is on a pedestal to me compared to this. And you
Yeah.
know I'm not a big No Way Home guy.
Yeah. I agree.
I think I'm a victim of my expectations, but also I don't think they made a good movie either.
I agree. For me, same thing. I grew up with like the Burger King Spider-Man 3 toys, and it had like, there was one of Venom, there was one of Black Suit Spider-Man, there was one of regular Spider-Man. I had all these toys. I grew up on the Sam Raimi movies.
Yep.
And I loved them as a kid.
Same.
Right? And I saw like the Amazing Spider-Man movies when they came out. And then I was like a diehard fan by the time Tom Holland showed up in Civil War and all that. And then I was like sold, right? And I do think I think after this movie I can say I think Tom is the GOAT Spider-Man. I think he is. I think the acting, I think the in-universe stories that he's had have been incredible. I think his accomplishments as Spider-Man way outweigh them. He fought Thanos, right?
That's facts.
He saved the universe. He did all the No Way Home stuff. He did all this stuff.
He's just a better version of both Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
Yes.
I think that's universally agreed.
Yeah, so I think I could also just say I think Tom is the GOAT Spider-Man. I think he's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And again, I can also say that this was pretty disappointing just because like I thought with what they set up at the end of No Way Home, dude, I thought that this movie was just going to be so great because it had great places it could have gone with what they were given. They were given an awesome cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You know, they were given such an intriguing storyline of no one remembers Peter Parker. He's alone, and now he just has to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, you know, and he gave up everything to protect not only the world, but the people he loves most.
Yeah.
You know, and it left us with such a great new storyline. And then I just felt like instead of really focusing in on that story, feeling the isolation, it just kind of told us how isolated he was, and it felt just like very unfocused and very MCU-y in the worst ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing to tag on to that. That pretty much explains it.
So it might be 7.5. Might be lower, but I want to reserve some judgment
Okay.
I want to see this movie again.
I'm gonna see it again.
Because I will say, I didn't have like the best theater experience. I don't know about you.
What?
Like I told you, in the car.
You don't like me, mean?
No, I don't know if this has ever happened to anyone else, but I was eating popcorn.
Oh.
I was eating popcorn.
Oh, this was a bigger
And
deal than I thought.
I rubbed my eye, and some of the salt and butter I think got my eye, and my eye was burning. My left eye, for like most of the movie, and it wasn't like a searing pain, but it was like distracting
Like
enough
enough
where
to annoy you.
it was unpleasant.
Yeah.
And it was bothering me. My head, I've had like a light headache.
Oh no.
I don't know what it is. I'm fine.
Maybe need a kiss.
I think I need a little kiss from someone.
Riley.
We'll save it for later. Oh,
Oh.
you were
Wanna know
rejecting
what you
me.
should have done?
What?
You should have used your performative new toy and put the popcorn in there
Ooh,
and the soda in there,
yeah.
so you could have enjoyed it more and maybe not have had to deal with that.
You done? Tickle wickle.
Stop, don't tickle me.
Bro, I can't do that when we're remote.
It's true.
I can't lean in for a little tickle wickle whenever
Yeah,
I
no,
want.
I hate it. I hate the tickle.
Oh,
So 7.5, 6.5.
yeah.
Pretty disappointing.
But I will say again, rough experience in the theater.
I don't know if that's the reason.
It's probably not.
That's not the reason.
But I do want to give it another chance.
I'm gonna give it another chance too.
Yeah.
I really want to lock in on it.
Yeah.
But I think they dropped the ball.
Yeah. I don't know. Destin Daniel Cretton, he made Wonder Man, and I love that show.
Oh, did he direct this movie?
Yeah. Oh, and Wonder Man season 2 got canceled.
Maybe this is why. I know you were
Maybe.
saying you thought maybe it's gonna be so good that
It's certified at like 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
this movie.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Which I don't really understand why.
I mean, Minions and Monsters is 97 on Rotten Tomatoes, so I don't really care what they say.
That's a good point. Even some of our friends walked out saying it was the best Spider-Man movie. Multiple of them.
Ooh,
Thomas and Andrew Wilson both said that.
wow.
They both said it was the best Spider-Man movie they've ever seen. No. Dead serious. And when I heard that, I was really shocked. And listen, respect. If it connected with you, that's awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, if you love this movie, that's awesome. Respect.
Yeah.
I hope you had a great time. For me, it just didn't land the way I wanted it to. It didn't connect with me as much as I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I felt like it was all over the place. I feel like we've said our piece. Real quick, we found out literally today as of recording this, the day Spider-Man drops too, that Wonder Man Season 2 has been canceled.
Caleb loves Wonder Man. I don't even know anything about it.
Yeah, Wonder Man Season 1, I loved it. I thought it was one of the best Marvel shows. Destin Daniel Cretton, I believe he was the showrunner on it. He was kind of leading the charge on this show, at least. And I thought Wonder Man was great. Like 2 months after drop, they announced it was renewed for Season 2. Cast was returning. Destin Daniel Cretton was returning, right? It was awesome. That show gave me more hope for Spider-Man because I didn't love Shang-Chi,
Shang-Chi,
which he also directed. After watching that show, I'm like, oh, I trust him with Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
And then, randomly,
We're
today, we're looking for Party City to buy Spider-Man masks for this episode, which we did not find. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that, folks.
And Wonder Man Season 2 just got canceled. This show got nominated for Emmys.
Wow.
Like,
I feel like I heard that.
yeah, like it was a big deal. And they're going to go to the Emmys next year and like maybe win. But it got canceled.
Maybe they'll uncancel it. Is that a thing?
Maybe, but what? None of their other shows are getting nominated like that. Like this is like clearly, like the critic scores for this movie were way higher than any other Marvel show. I'm pretty sure.
Movie or show? You said for this movie.
Sorry, critic scores for the show were way higher than the other shows, and this is the one you cancel.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of the performance on the movie. It's the only
Yeah.
thing that makes sense, right?
Either that or like they're gonna give him another Spider-Man movie and he wants to focus on that.
It's such a dumb thing to do.
I've also heard Shang-Chi is in development, a second one.
Maybe he's directing that.
I would just much rather see him do Wonder Man, I
I
guess.
don't get why studio executives make these decisions. It's like when David Fincher canceled Mindhunter Season 3, I'm still livid about that.
Yeah.
Because that is one of the best crime shows ever. Canceled.
Wow.
But they make True Detective Season 4.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Showrunners need to start listening to the fans, not to the studios.
Yeah. Stupid. So, I don't know. That just makes me those kind of couple things just a rough day for Marvel for me, and I don't want to say I'm like worried about Marvel, but like maybe a little bit.
I mean, if they screw up Spider-Man, you got some stuff to worry
Yeah,
about.
that's true.
Yeah.
Like that's like the one thing
It's the one IP you don't mess with.
you don't mess with.
You could screw up Captain America 100 times.
Yeah,
Don't mess up Spider-Man.
don't mess up
And they
Spider-Man.
did.
Right.
Drop the ball.
Really shocking.
It's not even New Year's.
So it's like you mess up Spider-Man, and then you cancel like maybe your best show.
You are like the Wonder Man glazer.
You need to watch Wonder
I
Man.
do. You've been hyping it up. You're just like, it's the studio, but
I don't want to say your expectations through the roof. It's not like some crazy Marvel show.
But you
It's just
guys like the studio.
it's like the studio.
Studio's great.
It's just a good show, dude. It's better than freaking She-Hulk
Haven't seen it.
or
Never
Miss
watched it.
Marvel or
Haven't-
Hawkeye, which are the Marvel shows that come out.
Haven't seen any of those.
It's a good show.
Loki is the GOAT.
Loki's great. This show's on par or better, probably better, surprisingly, than
Bet.
Loki. And they just cancel it, and that just makes me question, like, what are you doing, Marvel? Like, I believe in you, but what are you doing? But hey, we're getting Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
That's pretty hype. I'm excited for it.
I think it's a good thing.
I'm hyped.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. D23 is coming up. We might get like more X-Men announcements too. Now that the world will know she's Jean Grey.
Great. I can't wait. You know me and these announcements. I care so much.
Yeah, you don't give a crap. I give a crap.
Caleb cares. That's why he's.
So-
That's why he's the boss.
Who knows? Maybe in 2 weeks, I'm not the boss. Maybe
He's in charge.
in 2 weeks, they will change my mind somewhat or get me more excited than I am right now. But
See,
I'm excited for Doomsday. But like, if they can't get Spider-Man right,
it's a rough night for Marvel.
and Doomsday already has so much stacked against it,
It's a rough night for Marvel.
I'm nervous about Doomsday. And I did not think tonight I would be feeling this way.
Yeah.
And I think if the Wonder Man news didn't happen, maybe I'd be a little less. But I'm annoyed right now at Marvel, dude. Why would you cancel?
Rose tweaking out about Wonder Man.
Why would you cancel Wonder Man? That's the one.
Are you getting brand deals with Wonder Man right now? Are you like advertising on behalf of someone
No,
else?
they can't even afford to. Season 2, they can't afford to pay me for Wonder Man.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fair.
anyways,
Well, before we go, do we have any positives? Like, because we're kind of like really negative. I'm struggling.
like I said, I think visually it's really good.
I loved all the scenes with the trio. They were fun.
Yeah,
I love the banter between all of them, even when they were in the party and like they were in the bedroom.
yeah.
That was great, you know. And then what about the boyfriend? Run it back. Let's start flaming it again. Let's start flaming it again. I'm
Can we hold
sorry.
hands while we talk about this?
Yeah. Is that okay,
What about the boyfriend?
bro? What was his purpose except for making Tom even more miserable?
For one scene.
One scene. That was dumb.
We never see him again, and we never find out if they stay together or like what the
And she
deal
like
is.
made it seem like he sucked, and then he insulted him, and then she's like, that guy.
And then she's like flirting with Spider-Man until she finds out that he's Peter Parker, and
And
then she's like,
I'm not interested in you anymore. I
Yeah.
actually may know you.
and then draws a picture.
That is weird. She's at low key cheating on her boyfriend emotionally.
Yeah, yeah, dude. What's the deal?
I thought that was a really dumb setup because you think he's gonna be more involved in like the trio,
Yeah,
and then he's in the scene one time. Tom Holland sees it, and he's like devastated.
yeah,
Are they just trying to stab us in the heart
they are.
and not even pay it off?
They won't commit to anything in this
Only
movie.
Commit to her banging another guy.
This Spider-Man Brand New Day has commitment issues.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not gay. Stop.
Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, I'm trying to find another good thing. We went to flaming it again.
I got something.
Okay.
The suit.
Suit was great.
Suit. This is the best. This is the best Spider-Man suit ever put to screen. I've spoken.
I really like the Homecoming suit. The Homecoming suit is so sick.
I love the Homecoming suit too. This suit is 10 times better than the
I
Homecoming
love
suit.
the aesthetic of the Homecoming suit. With that, even without all the tech,
Yeah.
I think the Homecoming suit's my favorite.
We got a Homecoming suit cameo in this movie.
Yeah, with
In
him on the bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I like how vibrant this suit is.
Yeah.
And I understand why it's so sick, especially since he made it himself.
Yeah.
It's no longer the Tony Stark suit.
Yeah.
Which is so sick.
Yeah.
But the Tony Stark suit is good because Tony Stark is awesome. And
Yeah.
and he knows what he's doing.
But for me, dude, this suit felt real.
It
Like
did feel real.
you see the flaws, you see the wrinkles, you see
The
like
shininess.
this is random. You see his ears
Yeah.
like in the mask, like
Yep.
pressed up, and and he was really walking around that set with that suit, bro.
Yeah.
This leads me to a critique of the
Oh
movie.
no.
He's in the suit too much. He's in the mask too much. And I get that it's supposed to be that because he's supposed to be like he's trying to only be Spider-Man.
All business.
He's trying to not be Peter Parker. So I
Yeah.
get it. But the problem with that is that there's so much dialogue through a mask
Yeah.
that it doesn't even look real that he's actually saying this stuff
That's
because
fair.
I think a lot of it's ADR. If I
Oh.
felt some ADR
Okay.
through that
I
mask.
I didn't catch that at all,
And
but I wasn't listening for it.
I appreciate that they kept the expressive lenses that move,
Yeah.
but the rest of the mask isn't super expressive. So it just kind of felt like this guy in a suit talking, and that works. But I just think they might have done a little bit too much in this movie.
Yeah, I could get that. It was kind of annoying. Every scene he needed the mask on, even with Punisher, someone he's known for a while.
Yeah,
It's like, who cares?
who cares?
Who
No one
cares?
knows who you are
Who
anyway.
cares that Thunderbolts know? They're gonna find out eventually.
Right.
Bo almost refused to take off the thing in the defense place.
Right,
Like, they need to know.
right.
We don't like them, but like he was fully prepared to die on that hill.
Yeah, he gets in the hot tub in the mask. He is doing the Legos with Ned in the mask, which
That was kind of funny.
it was
I'm
good.
gonna give that
It
one
was
some
good.
credit.
It was
I'm gonna give that
good.
one credit.
But it's just like everything. Like
I get it.
he always has the mask. I would have liked to see Tom Holland's face more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because he looked depressed,
Yeah,
but you kind of missed that.
you miss some of that acting.
Yeah,
You know, I could have used a little bit more of that.
give it positive. Give it positive.
Again, don't get me wrong
yeah, we
though.
were on the suit.
The suit itself is a
We're doing
main
positives
positive.
and
The suit is
negatives.
really the main character of the movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like that suit. He's in that suit almost the whole movie, and the suit is incredible. So I'm not mad. And I think something I really like about that suit is that it's inspired off of Toby and Andrew,
Yeah,
which the raised webbing in the suit,
Toby,
the shininess it has, like in the webbing,
Andrew,
and just the whole look of it is freaking awesome.
and the color palette.
The color
So
palette,
bright, so
dude.
vibrant.
It's such a classic suit.
Yeah.
I think the way they made New York look felt really lived in.
Yeah,
It felt very classic.
yeah.
It almost felt reminiscent of the Sam Raimi movies.
It's fun. I love it when like he fell off the roof and nobody cared.
Yeah,
They were all walking by. It's like just New York.
That's New York.
New York stuff going on.
yeah,
And I will say the choreography of Jean Grey jumping through the people was so sick.
that was sick.
Like watching them all, and then it go like down a little line. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah.
That's some dope choreography.
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
cool.
That was sick. Everything with her character was dope. I
Yeah,
have no problems with Jean Grey as a character. I
Yeah.
just have a problem with where she was at in this film. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't need to be in this movie.
yeah, and but again, Sadie Sink is awesome, and I'm aside from my complaints, I'm really excited that she's playing Jean Grey in the MCU.
Yeah, she fits the vibe.
That's freaking awesome casting. She's so good.
Because we've really only seen her in Stranger Things, right? Has she been in
That
anything
and the
else?
All Too Well Taylor Swift music video that Riley was talking
Oh
about.
my goodness.
She's in the music video.
Thank you for sharing that.
She's
No.
good in the music video.
What does she do? Dance? I don't know what she does in these videos. She
She's like
acts.
with her boyfriend Jake Gyllenhaal, but it's not Jake Gyllenhaal. It's about Jake Gyllenhaal
Oh. Why is it about Jake Gyllenhaal?
because Taylor Swift and him dated, but apparently he was way older than her and like didn't treat her good, so she wrote the song about him.
And she's married to Travis Kelce.
She is now,
When was the song released?
like 4 years ago.
Okay, okay.
I don't have an opinion either way. That's just
I
the
just
story.
I like making fun of Taylor Swift.
No, I respect it. But
But
Sadie Sink is awesome.
what else did I really like? I love it when Peter Parker's smart. I freaking love it.
Yeah,
Because we don't see that in the Raimi trilogy.
yeah,
We do see it in TASM's. But even then, we have that dumb parent storyline that ruins everything about TASM 2. And then we just keep seeing it in this movie. And then Zendaya being smarter than him. Oh,
yeah. When she
So-
figures out the
so
thing,
good.
so good.
We can bring back the trio.
Bring back the trio.
We didn't want it, but now we need it. We
Yes.
know we need it. If that's the one thing I learned from this movie,
We need the trio,
we need the freaking trio, bro.
or we don't.
When they were playing Legos together,
That was a good scene.
Peak scene. That's the best scene in the movie. And then she's just drawing on the couch like mom.
Yeah. That was pretty great. That was pretty great. That was pretty great. I also really liked when he first discovered his organic webs and you see him like gag in the suit.
Oh yeah.
That was so funny.
How about
That was so
the
good.
Raimi callback when he's like, how do I do this? Like he starts saying words.
Peter
like,
2, he's like,
fly, or,
when he directly references Tobey's Spider-Man when he says Peter 2 had this
yeah.
and he was cool, I'm cool too.
But whenever he's actually trying to squirt, he's like he
Oh.
starts saying words like I was expecting him to do the full thing.
But like
He's
the go web go
yeah,
thing.
he started,
Yeah.
that was pretty sick. That was a good callback
Yeah.
without fan service.
That's nice.
That was a good fan service without fan service.
That's nice, yeah. I had another one. What could it have been?
I kind of like Scorpion
I liked him too.
for what he was in. Michael Mando's great.
Yeah.
And
His suit looks sick.
he looked so dope, and I wish we could have seen more of him.
Yeah, me
'Cause
too.
He was a pretty good street level villain.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I want to know, was he affiliated with Jean Grey though? Because the way the beginning of the movie was set up was like he knew that she was coming.
Right, unless he was mind controlled.
That was a little confusing though.
That was confusing.
Okay, maybe I didn't like Scorpion's arc a lot. I wish we could have seen more of Michael Mando.
Okay, here's a big question that just dawned on me.
Hit me, Zaddy.
So, we see in the flashback with Jean Grey and her sister
Yeah.
that her sister, when she's getting taken by damage control,
Control her.
she took control of her
Yeah.
and she walks away. Right? But then in the movie, in modern time, they capture Jean Grey. And it seems like the control leaves her and she immediately says Sarah. Right?
Okay.
Right before the flashback.
Okay.
My interpretation of that while I was watching was, okay, so Jean Grey's not evil. She's been controlled by her sister this entire time. That's
What?
what I thought.
Up until this point in the film, you thought that Jean Grey wasn't herself,
Right.
or in the flashback.
I thought it started in the flashback, and then up until that moment, she wasn't herself. Because then she's like, there's like a sound effect, and she's like, Sarah.
Nah, not at all.
Why did she wait until then to say Sarah? So that Spider-Man will save her? I guess?
No, because she very clearly on screen pops out of it at that tree and then runs back to the ice cream truck and they're all bounced. My problem with that scene is why did they only plan on capturing Sarah if Jean Grey was right there?
They didn't know she had powers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But she's collateral damage. Knowing these people, they don't care about anyone. They should have taken her too. I thought that was really stupid.
I think they were using all their manpower because they were worried that this girl was going to like,
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think she was brain controlled for the entire movie because she was looking for her.
I think you're right.
She would know where she is, and
I think you're right.
I
think you're
also
right.
didn't like the VMAX reveal.
I did.
I thought that was stupid. What were they trying to convey with that? VMAX, like, that was her last to cry out was air conditioning?
No, I interpreted that as she took over her sister's mind trying to find her, and the last thing her sister saw was that vent that said VMAX.
When did she take over?
It didn't show it, but clearly she got in her sister's mind to see, because remember, she's like, the last thing my sister saw was this room.
I thought the last thing she said, I thought she sent her a message. Because I thought that when she was being tortured, she said, she sent me a message.
How would she send her a message?
That's the question.
Through her mind?
Yeah, 'cause they're like 40 steps away. 40 feet away.
33 steps.
So that thing didn't make any
33
sense.
feet.
That didn't make any sense to me unless in a burst of power she sent out a message because she
About VMAX.
yeah, but that's not how the powers work. As far as we know, she gets into her brain and takes over her body. She doesn't send memories. I thought that VMAX
That's why I thought that Jean Grey got into her body, saw that, was looking for VMAX, but that doesn't make sense the more I think about
her
it.
powers aren't strong enough at all, and she didn't even know where she was.
And she didn't even know what VMAX was until she saw the vent.
I thought it was a fun reveal, but I'm like, that should hit more than it does.
Yeah. You kind of talked me down from that. I liked that VMAX wasn't some like MacGuffin. I liked that it was like the vent.
Yeah.
And that was like,
I like that it was really childlike.
yeah.
But why? What was the setup for the payoff was not good.
Yeah. Dang.
Did I finally convince you of something?
Yeah, you
8
did.
episodes in, and I've convinced you of
You
something.
convinced me of something.
That's crazy.
You took down me liking that.
Great.
I liked that it wasn't some MacGuffin,
What's
and
a
they kind of.
MacGuffin? Stop saying MacGuffin.
You know what a MacGuffin is?
Fill me in.
A MacGuffin in like a movie is like the object you're chasing, that the story's built around.
Oh, okay.
Like in Infinity War, the Infinity Stones were the MacGuffins.
Oh,
They were after the Infinity Stones.
that's a cool word.
MacGuffin. So like VMAX was kind of a MacGuffin. It was like Scorpion or whoever, or no, maybe one of the prison guards. Someone said like she's looking for VMAX, and throughout the whole movie, it's like gotta get the VMAX.
That's the MacGuffin.
That they set it up like it was gonna be some super thing, some
Yeah.
weapon or some crazy MacGuffin that they're chasing, and it's just on the vent, the brand of the vent, and that's she was looking for that
Yeah.
just to find out. Oh,
I just wish
she
there
died in this room.
was more setup.
I agree.
It felt like a huge shoot in a miss.
Yeah. Was there any more positives you had?
I'm struggling, bro. I'm really struggling. I've already dropped it a whole number.
Yeah.
Don't feel good about
Any
that.
more characters you liked? Any more scenes you liked?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm struggling here, bro.
Yeah.
I just freaking love the trio, and I'm sad we didn't see more of it. And I thought Spider-Man's freaking heightened senses was so dumb, and the credit scene was dumb.
Yeah.
Spider-Man deserves better.
Yeah.
He deserves so much better than what this movie gave him, and I'm really disappointed. And I just hope people aren't glazing it online.
Where does it fall in your ranking, you think? If you had to like guess right now, like where would you put this in your Spider-Man movie
Well, you
rankings?
already know that mine's chopped. You don't like my ranking.
Yeah, your ranking is disgusting.
So, I would have to evaluate again, but I don't even think this is top 5.
Yeah.
It's like, it's low. It's not high.
Yeah, my one is my I'm trying to remember my rank off the top of my head. I remember that number 1 was No Way Home, number 2 was Homecoming. What was number 3?
I don't know.
Might have been
Spider-Man 3?
no. Might have been TASM 1. No, it was Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Spider-Verse is great.
And then it'd probably be like Across.
You have Spider-Man 2 ridiculously low.
Yeah, I do.
It's psycho.
I've spoken.
Yeah,
This might fall under TASM 1,
like 4th place?
like 6th place.
Oh, okay, good.
So like my Spider-Man ranking, my Spider-Man movie ranking after seeing Brand New Day would be number 1, Spider-Man No Way Home, number 2, Homecoming, number 3, Into the Spider-Verse, number 4, Across the Spider-Verse, number 5, TASM 1, number 6, Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Phenomenal. I'm not going to give you mine. I don't even remember.
That's pretty low.
I'm just really disappointed.
That's pretty low.
I'm kind of just sitting in it now.
Yeah. I thought this movie was going to be top 3 Spider-Man movies. Actually, Far From Home is above this movie.
Say your stupid phrase.
So now this drops to 7. I've spoken. Spider-Man Far From Home is better than Spider-Man Brand New Day. I've spoken.
I can't even refute that. I need to watch Far From Home to give it a fair assessment, and you guys know how much I hate Mysterio.
Yeah.
But at least Mysterio's plot kind of made sense.
Yeah.
This movie didn't do anything for me.
It's way funnier. That movie's way funnier than this movie.
So sad right now, bro.
What's better, The Odyssey or Spider-Man Brand New Day? The Odyssey.
The Odyssey. I was fully.
It's not even close.
I was fully prepared to say the opposite.
Me too. Fully prepared. What's better, Project Hail Mary or Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Is that a question?
Project Hail Mary.
Yeah. Obsession's better. Backrooms is better. I don't know if I can say Disclosure Day or Supergirl is better, but I kind of want to.
No.
This movie is so chopped.
For me, Spider-Man Brand New Day is better than Disclosure Day for sure. It's definitely better than Supergirl.
I mean,
What do you think? What do you think will be better, Spider-Man Brand New Day or Doomsday?
Doomsday.
You think Doomsday will be better?
Yeah, because I already have extremely low expectations for Doomsday. I had high expectations for Spider-Man.
So if anything good happens in Doomsday, it'll be like a pleasant surprise for you.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I'm just so sad. I'm genuinely struggling to find good things that I love in this movie.
I think Doomsday will be better than Brand New Day
I agree.
because of the Russo brothers.
Yeah, they haven't let us down yet, have they?
Not in Marvel.
What have they let us down in?
I've heard that their movies outside of Marvel aren't the best.
What are some of their movies?
The Electric State.
Oh yeah, I heard that was
I
garbage.
think they
That's the Millie Bobby Brown movie, right? Or is that the Neff? Is that not Millie Bobby Brown?
Millie Bobby Brown, Chris
Okay.
Pratt.
Okay.
Which I watched the first 10 minutes when it came out because I was like kind of interested.
I think I
Thought it
was
was stupid.
I think it was at the Perkins house and they were watching it and they were glazing it. And I was like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, they did The Gray Man, which I never saw.
That movie sucked.
They did Cherry. Don't you like that movie?
I like Cherry.
I haven't seen it. I need to watch
Cherry
that
was
movie.
good. Cherry's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
It's really dark.
Yeah. So I just think they're more seasoned directors and I think they're more trustworthy. And I definitely think there's a chance Doomsday could be bad.
Yeah.
For sure.
At least you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. But Doomsday has a lot of characters I love. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What about Dune? Will Dune 3 be better than Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Is that a real question? You
No.
know what I'm going to say.
Dune 3 will be better.
Denis has never let me down. And he's
Yeah.
not going to start now.
Yeah.
Dune 1 was probably one of his worst movies he's made
Yeah.
because the second one is required. However, he still hasn't let me down.
Yeah.
If Dune 1 is my least favorite Denis movie,
Yeah.
that is saying a lot.
For sure.
That is saying a lot.
For sure.
I have faith in you, Denis. Do not let me down.
Yeah.
I don't even need to say it. You got Marty Supreme on your side.
Marty Supreme. Christmas Day. Yeah. So, do we have anything else we want to say?
Nah, man, I'm probably going to be thinking about this when I go to sleep. Like,
Me too.
I'm just going to be thinking about Toby.
I hope.
So what are you going to be thinking about, bro, to make me feel better?
That's so real. I hope in a couple weeks, whenever I get the chance to watch this movie again, I hope I come back and I say I was tripping balls and this movie connected with me way more the second time and all these things made sense. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't. Ben texted me and said, you want to see Spider-Man tomorrow? Yeah, sure, I'm going to love it.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you going to
No,
go?
not at all.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see it tomorrow.
I don't even feel like myself.
I feel like a huge pessimist right now.
Me too. I feel like that. And especially because our group loved it so much. I feel like, am I tripping? I am second guessing myself a little.
About your opinion?
Not.
I don't want to be a hater.
I don't want to be a
hate
hater.
being hater.
I think everyone involved with this movie is super talented and awesome. I just don't think they stuck the landing on the story. That's what it is to me. The story.
The story sucked.
The people who shot this movie, edited, VFX,
That's not what we're
acted.
That's not what we're complaining about.
No.
No, if a story is good, then all of those other pieces, even if they suck, you
Yeah.
can get over it.
Yeah.
I will never complain about just a green screen problem
Yeah.
ever, unless it's like inherently bad. But I think it's
Yeah.
really hard to do on a Hollywood budget of this scale.
Yeah.
I will never complain. I will never nitpick that.
Yeah.
If the story is phenomenal.
Right.
This story was horrible.
Horrible.
Sorry, I'm just.
Do you actually like you? Do you stand on business with that? Like you think it was horrible?
Yeah.
Dang.
I just was not vibing,
Yeah.
and maybe it's because I was so hyped
Yeah.
for the street level depressed Spider-Man.
Right.
And maybe this is a me thing. I expected to want to see him sad more.
Yeah.
And when I saw what it was like, even if it was rushed, I wasn't happy with it.
I guess I just wanted them to strike a balance of sadness, but still being funny.
Spider-Man's hopeful.
If this movie was funnier, I think I would have liked it more. That wouldn't have fixed the story problems, but like, I don't know.
Horrible was harsh. It's not horrible, but it's a 6.5. So
Yeah.
that says a lot. I don't
It's
like
not
giving
great.
6.5s.
Yeah.
I don't like talking bad about movies.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
It's weird. I don't feel like myself because normally I love Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
There's only a few that I don't like.
Spider-Man 2, you psycho.
No, it's not that I don't like that one.
It's so low. on
I don't
the
like
list.
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, but nobody really does.
I don't like
It's iconic.
a lot of TASM 2.
Yeah, TASM 2 sucks.
Yeah. Wow. Even Far From Home, which is was my least favorite Tom Holland one, I don't dislike that movie. It's just not as great as the other ones.
Yeah.
But this one falls below that, and usually, I don't know.
Spider-Man is the people he's around. They all elevate each other. This movie didn't have that.
Yeah.
It didn't have heart. This movie had no heart.
Yeah.
The most heart we got was Punisher at the end.
Yeah.
And that was out of character.
I don't know if I'm gonna say that it didn't have heart, but I don't think it fleshed out the heart of it enough.
Fair enough, I can't dispute that.
And I think you could have told it a different story.
It's also late. And we're
Yeah.
tired. But I don't know if I'm wrong.
What if we wake up in the morning and we're like, this movie was amazing?
Then we're gonna have to refilm this.
We'd have to refilm this
But
whole
I
thing.
don't- my gut's telling me we're right, bro.
Yeah,
I genuinely think they could have made a better movie.
I agree.
I don't know, is this where we're gonna end it? It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, bro. Kind of disappointed in us.
I feel like that meme from this movie when he puts on the mask and just like drops off the building.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Right when we're done, like we're both laying down in bed, I think we're gonna do a deep dive. We're gonna go see what the internet thinks.
I am,
That's exactly what I'm doing.
and I want to see if like
You're chopped or not?
I don't want to like just change my opinion because other people disagree with me. Sorry, our hands touched for a second. I don't want to just change my opinion because of what other people are saying, but maybe I'm hoping people will say things that I didn't notice.
I'm looking for validation.
You're looking for people to agree with you.
I want to know if I'm cracked or not.
Yeah, me too.
Because I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
But I also don't feel like I'm wrong, so I want to see what the consensus is among Spider-Man fans.
Yeah.
Because if people are this far down the rabbit hole and thinking this is a good movie, like, either I'm extremely wrong,
Yeah.
or we've lost the plot of what movies are supposed to be in the MCU.
Yeah.
We should all aim for Captain America Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
for Civil War, for Infinity War.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be setting the bar this low.
Yeah. It makes me sad too because like my little brother Joey, he's out of state right now, but he went and saw this movie and he texted me after, all caps, bro, Spider-Man was so peak, and I feel bummed out because like
You can't share that with
I
me.
want to be like, I want to share that with him, and I just
feel so negative about it right
me
now.
too. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You guys are witnessing like a real life crash out. That is like a depressed.
Are we just like old and like
I hope not.
and just tripping?
I hope. Well, old people usually don't freak out about this stuff. They don't care.
That's true.
Like we are the definition of millennial.
We're not millennials.
No, but we're talking like millennials right now.
Don't say that.
Negative, making fun of a movie when we should just be enjoying it. Like, this is a negative side of the internet right here. I don't want that to be the case.
But here's the thing about film criticism, right? I think that you have to do that
Be true.
to push things in the right direction. If everyone just says, well, we should just be happy we got the movie, and you know what, there was good parts of it, and just kind of don't talk about the bad stuff, then that tells these studios, like, okay, let's just keep doing that. But if we express when, like, a movie isn't great, then it raises things to a higher standard, I think.
What standard has it been raised to over the past 6 years?
Oh, it's been rough the past 6 years.
Yeah. No,
So that's why being like,
studio executives are still making horrible movies and then writing them off when they suck. They're gonna keep doing this.
yes and no. But the Marvel thing is they're restructuring right now.
Yeah, but this was supposed to be
Yeah.
the outlier. It's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Don't mess with him.
I agree. Here's another thought. This is the fourth Spider-Man movie we've gotten in one series of movies.
That's true.
We never got a Spider-Man 4. We never got even a 2003. This is the fourth Spider-Man movie. We also got a fourth Thor movie,
Which
Love
was
and
bad,
Thunder.
Which was bad.
We also got a fourth Captain America movie.
Which was bad.
Maybe we shouldn't be making fourth of these movies, and maybe we should be telling new stories. Maybe.
Or keeping them in like the ensemble of like
Yeah.
Avengers, but not
Right.
oversaturating it.
Right. Because maybe George Lucas had it right in the 70s that the trilogy is the perfect way to tell
The story.
a story.
I think you're onto something. I
But-
think that's a really good point.
But outlier to this, Endgame. Endgame's a great movie.
Yeah, but those are
Fourth Avengers movie.
they all.
It's like a part 2 of Infinity War. Frick. We're circling there, right?
Yeah.
This is more. We're kind of in the. What would you call it earlier? The post show
I
or
don't even know.
after
We're
hours?
still talking though.
Yeah, we're just kind of in the.
Yeah.
We're just talking now. State of movies and
We're
stuff.
just talking. I'm gonna grab my water
Grab your water, bro.
because you're hitting something right now.
My late night like contemplation is like stirring.
Okay, so what were you saying?
I was saying Endgame is the fourth Avengers movie, and it's kind of an outlier to
I feel
this.
like they all leveled up so hardcore every movie that it's okay because there was so much stuff that happened in between them that it's like a
Yeah.
natural progression. It did the
That's
Avengers
true.
isn't a character. The Avengers is an identity
Yeah,
of who these people are, and each Avengers movie was so different.
yeah,
We started out with the very first Avengers, which
Yeah.
was legendary. Then you go to Age of Ultron, which I guess is divisive among fans. Like, you don't like it that much, right? That's what you said. You said it's the weakest.
No, I love Age of Ultron, but I do think it's the weakest, maybe the weakest Avengers movie.
But that one introduced a lot of cool characters, specifically Wanda and Quicksilver.
Yes.
And that one was one of the first movies we see the scale of their destruction.
Uh-huh.
And that was super sick seeing that, and then that's what pretty much prompted Civil War.
Yeah.
And then you have Infinity War, which integrates the entire universe of the MCU up to this point,
Yeah.
right? And then there's this underarching theme of Thanos
Yeah.
in Avengers 1, right?
Yeah.
So that is natural progression.
Yeah.
It did it beautifully.
Yeah.
I don't think we can compare that to these isolated films.
It's true.
Like, you're right, Thor, now Spider-Man, and Captain America.
Yeah.
There's no Iron Man 4.
No Iron Man 4.
And that's
Instead,
fine.
you could argue that some of Iron Man's best storytelling was after his trilogy, but they didn't continue making Iron Man movies. They placed him in bigger stories.
Yeah, and we don't need like a bunch of isolated stories anymore. We know who the characters are.
Right. And if you are going to do isolated stories, maybe it's better to like start something new. Maybe it's better to start like a Miles Morales trilogy.
And bring
May-
Spider-Man in.
Maybe Tom Holland's mentoring him.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just wait to see him until Avengers and then we do that. Like do a Miles Morales
The
thing.
problem is they set this movie up to be something so good.
Yeah.
Because it could have been a whole new awesome story.
I'm also a firm believer that there's no set rule to anything.
That's facts.
You could have made a good fourth movie. I don't think it's a rule that fourth movies will always be bad. But maybe you just have to really have something great if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. This sucks. I don't like feeling this way.
Me neither. Are we tripping?
I don't think we are.
I'm in denial about how I feel.
Bro, you're the MCU guy.
I know.
You're feeling this.
I know.
I was nervous to tell you my opinion.
You thought I was going to flame you?
I don't want to be that guy.
I honestly thought you were going to rate it higher than me.
I don't want to be that guy who hates
Me too.
stuff. I hate hating things.
Me too.
I want to enjoy it because I love movies.
Yeah.
And I think there's good in everything. And there was good in this movie.
Yeah.
There really was good in this movie. But this is not what it should have been.
No.
This is not all what it should have been, especially how anticipated it was.
I'm in denial. I'm trying to talk myself out of this, so I love the new Spider-Man movie, but I can't.
Kind of don't want to end because I don't want to look at what's going on, what the vibes are.
The vibes are good. Remember when I told you I'd seen some reactions by
People
accident?
like it.
People love it. Love it.
So we're in the minority here.
We're in the
I
minority.
hate us. I hate us.
It's like 91% Rotten Tomato.
Okay,
This movie will make probably $2 billion.
I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sorry. They gave Minions and Monsters a 97.
Have you seen Minions and Monsters?
No,
So
but
shut up.
Minions is freaking slop.
Yeah, I actually do agree with that.
Minions have never been good.
Well, yeah, what are you doing making a Minions movie, you know?
What are you doing watching a Minions movie?
Yeah.
That's the real question.
Okay, if you're a little kid.
Little kids aren't going on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes.
That's so true, dog. Okay, you're actually cooking so hard. Freaking 7-year-old little Jerry from Idaho is not going to see Minions and Monsters in the cinema, the local cinema, and then promptly logging onto Rotten Tomatoes, giving the review, going to Letterboxd and rating it, and writing a review.
They're hopping on their little letterbox accounts, going right to whole
Yeah.
essay.
No, that's not happening. You're right. You're so right. So why does Minions and Monsters have 97? That was all adults. Those were probably professional movie critics.
All men. All grown men.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, that's so funny.
That's hilarious.
That made my whole night right there.
That's so
That made me feel a
funny.
little better.
Who's out here ranking Minions and Monsters on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, Letterboxd? That's crazy. That's wild. No. No, the general consensus on this movie is really positive. Dude, and I tried so hard to avoid any reactions because I didn't want to set myself up for this is the best movie ever and then be disappointed. And still, I've just maybe I built this up too much. You know, this is a sequel to my favorite movie, and I've been thinking about how they're going to continue that story for 5 years.
That's true.
Did I build it up too much in my head?
I mean,
over time?
you overglaze No Way Home anyways.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Maybe John Watts should have directed this.
Who's that? No Way Home?
Yeah, John Watts directed the first Spider-Man trilogy. The main criticism he's gotten about those movies is just that the visuals were good but not great. He could have upped his visual.
Who cares about visuals? I'm sorry, but like, if the story sucks, story sucks. Visuals aren't saving you.
Agree, story comes first.
Story comes first.
I would take No Way Home level storytelling with No Way Home looks. I thought No Way Home looked good.
No Way Home makes this movie. This movie makes No Way Home look like number one position.
It is number one position.
Okay. You know what I mean.
I've spoken.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. This movie makes No Way Home look like freaking.
Better than it is for me.
I respect that.
And I expected this movie to be number one.
I would have taken those visuals in that trilogy
Like this.
with a really good story
Really good story.
than the amazing visuals of this movie and subpar story.
Tom Holland was more involved. That
He produced this movie.
to kick him out of SAG, bro.
That's crazy. You're blaming Tom Holland for this?
I'm just kidding.
Haha.
I'm just kidding.
There's really no way of knowing,
I
though.
love you, Tom. I just, when you hear that the lead star is so involved in the production and pre-production,
Yeah.
and this is what you get, like, how involved were you really?
There's really no telling
Yeah, that's true. I can't
how
blame
this
Tom.
happened.
I can't blame Tom.
You can't know if it was a producing issue, directing issue, writing, editing.
Viewer issue, skill issue. on our
Viewer,
part.
studio. You never know. 2 studios are over this movie, Sony and Disney. So
Ridiculous.
you don't know how much studio interference came into play. I've cut that, reshoot that, add this. You don't know.
You know?
You know, and maybe that was out of the director's hands. Maybe that was out of Kevin Feige, Tom's hands. You know, you never really know.
It's rough.
But I'm going to find out.
I'm ready to do some deep contemplating in silence.
Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I reserve the right to change my opinion on this movie.
I
But-
do too.
But I do think, and listen, it's subjective. There's no facts to any of this. Anything we're saying. It's objective. Or subjective.
Subjective.
I'm sorry.
Objective would be this is right and you're wrong.
Yes, it's subjective. These are our opinions. It's not right or wrong. If you love this movie, you're not right or wrong. If you hate this movie, you're not right or wrong. Thank you so much for watching our Spider-Man brand new day review.
Yes.
Please subscribe. It really helps out.
Helps out a lot.
You
Make sure
can-
to go like, make a comment on the video. Flame us. My microphone's being really stupid, so we're just gonna rock like this. It means a lot that you came to watch us. we're so glad we got to do this in person. I enjoy doing it a lot in person. How did you feel?
I loved it. It was awesome.
Agreed. And hopefully one day we can do it in person every time. So
That would be amazing.
we'll catch the vibe. But thanks for listening to our takes. I know this wasn't the most positive episode. And trust me, we don't like being negative. And we do reserve the right to change our minds. I don't think I'm going to change my mind. I don't know if Caleb will change his mind. But the only thing we can do is say it again and talk about it again.
True. So thanks so much for watching. And thank you for being a real friend. We'll see you next time.
Vigorous handshaking.
For our audio listeners, we're shaking hands vigorously.
AOD listeners.
For our AOD. Thanks for coming all the way to Texas.
You're welcome.
I'm in love with you. I mean, I love you, bro.
Wonder Man season 2 canceled.
I'm going to kill myself.
Great. See you next time.
The podcast will continue.
No.